welcome.
Welcome. Hello, Pastry Puff.
Let's see if the other... Am I dumb?
Hello, Mason. I
Hello,
see y'all
Pastry.
popping
Hello,
in. Let me
Pastry
actually
and
get
Mason.
YouTube going, too.
Am I
That
dumb?
would be good to have, wouldn't it?
Where's the chats?
I don't know.
There's too many things
Merry
in
Christmas, Mason.
Here.
Merry 2 days before Christmas.
It's the eve of Christmas Eve.
Why the schools did not give us these 2 days off, I will never know, but such is life. Polar Express Day was fun, though.
Okay, I don't know why I don't know where the chat is.
It disappeared?
No, it's there. It's just like I was trying to turn the other one back on and I don't know where it
Hello,
lives.
Bass. Howdy.
Oh, I found it all.
You're just
I'm dumb.
in time.
Welcome, Bass. Hello. Yeah, Mars, no, I have nothing for you because I've been really bad content creator. I've been a really bad child. I'm bad at things.
Well, damn.
Mars, I want you to know, I may or may not right now be working on the one that has to come out a week from yesterday.
No, that's fair. I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
She says mildly no.
I can't tell. No, I did upload this. I did upload Flats Part 3.
Well, if I have to yell at you about it later.
What the hell is this? What the
Hello,
hell is this
Gnu
file
Lucifer.
supposed to be? Hang on, y'all. I gotta figure
Yay,
something out.
Pastry Puff, make sure you log back into the game after you have all the endings. And after you look at the
Yes.
wall, turn around.
Ooh, was buying the Christmas gift for your sister, Bass? I hope it went well. Oh no, these are lines. Why the hell did I put lines in the flats folder?
I know, you're
Move
being
to
weird.
Trash. I don't know. It's weird. Very weird.
This is being weird, guys. Why is she being weird?
And now I think it's fixed.
There you go, Pastry.
Now I think it's fixed. I think we're
And now,
Gucci.
Pastry Puff, you can watch our playthrough.
Yes, you can actually watch now. Enjoy the chaos.
I will say, it is pretty peak Dylan. He goes pretty hard.
It is.
There's only 5 episodes. They are the 15-minute episodes as we used to do.
Would
when
you
I
say
wasn't
Elevator
lazy.
Hitch was the shortest investigative game we've played?
No. The reasoning is the way that it works is that in Elevator Hitch, like, getting an ending isn't really the end of the game. So it takes a long time to get to the end, kind of. Versus, like, in the other ones we've played, there is, like, to get to the end of the story is actually pretty quick, because there's only 2 endings. There's a video, but did we not get to the part... References on it.
Oh, nice,
Which
Mason.
video are we talking
debating
about?
Stardew Valley.
There's many videos. Which we're talking about which one?
Like Animal Crossing, but better. Oh, that's always the worst, Bass. When your sibling is just like, give me money or give me a gift card. It's like, bitch, I want you to unwrap something on Christmas morning. My brother actually did that to our family this year. He was like, I just want Nintendo eShop cards. I'm like, then you're just getting a stocking. We can't wrap that.
So,
I mean, we
Bass,
can, but it's not very big.
the Starfire Blackfire thumbnail that was in the one that just came out last week was actually originally meant for the week before that. However, where we explicitly reference it. And I forgot that I was going to do an anime in that episode. And that took one way too much time, and I had already sketched the thumbnail for that. But Animini's almost always, one, get a frame from the Animini as the thumbnail, thus indicating the episode has an Animini, and two, to make my life easier. So the thing where we yell at Phoenix and we realize he's very similar to Eddie has not happened in our playthrough yet. That is being edited. We have referenced the necklace,
Hello, Lucifer.
and we've seen that. No, that's it, Pastry Puff. That's it. It just goes on endlessly. That's the secret. It
Enjoy
just goes
the
on
sound
endlessly.
effects.
You can't escape, is the idea.
You're forever there.
And my brain died. We were joking about in the episode before when Phoenix is talking about the necklace. He's talking to Mia out of court about it, and he's like showing it off, and we get that little like cut screen of him getting the necklace from Dahlia in the like library or whatever the fuck. And there, Dylan literally goes like, "Blackfire, is that you?" or some shit like that, and it references that.
Yeah, that's where the reference comes in.
Yeah, so that did happen. It happened in the episode before the one that has that as the thumbnail. And that was just because I really wanted to use the thumbnail anyway, and because the vibe is still roughly the same, it worked, in my opinion.
It was a very good thumbnail. You can't deny
I didn't
that.
want to not lose the thumbnail, and also I literally, like, had to do it kind of fast because I was going away, and it was a whole thing, and my brain is dying. God, I've been a mess in a scheduling sense, in a bad way. We're trying over here. We really are.
A mess in a scheduling sense. I'm a mess in a health sense.
No.
I love the holidays.
It is the combo about giving it back. He tells Mia. Okay, spoilers for Ace Attorney 3-1. Just
yes,
FYI.
Be warned. Beware.
I don't wanna beat around the bush right now.
It's so long since we've had the spoilers. tag.
So we have so what happens, we have the first part of the court proceedings where we're crossing Phoenix. We then take recess before crossing Dahlia, right? Phoenix comes out and is like, "Oh, she gave me this necklace and blah blah blah, that's how we met and blah 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 blah." And she's always and every time she meets, she's always telling me to give it back. We say that, he tells us that. That is what happens. During Phoenix telling us that in the courtroom lobby before we cross Dahlia, Dylan makes we're all making a couple, like, some shit's in that necklace. We're like talking, we're all like, "Oh, there's something fucking up with that necklace. It's got poison in it, something." Dylan explicitly makes the Blackfire Starfire reference because literally, and that is in not the most recent episode, the one before that has the Animini. And that is the one that I wanted to give this thumbnail to originally, but both didn't have time because I made the Animini, and Animinis get special thumbnail privileges for ease and ease in a different way. But I refuse to give up that thumbnail.
Rory's life easier.
Unlike how I gave up the Phoenix being pet by Edgeworth as a dog thumbnail, which I still have as a sketch because maybe it'll come into use.
I would be very surprised.
Yeah,
if
it happened in the episode before the one that came out last Friday. So episode 9, I think it's 9, is when it happened.
Yeah, definitely 9.
So it happens in episode 9. Yeah, so it's just a little out of line because I still really wanted to have that referenced as a thumbnail, and I was also banking on the fact that I had already had that, like, sketched out and didn't have to do a whole sketch thing in time because, God, have I been rushing this past week, my lord.
Just when you think you had a vacation. Psych!
Yeah, that's not how it works.
Oh, I'm very sure a golden retriever roadie thumbnail
I will say, we're moving
is
through
a possibility.
We are moving through Eloquent Countenance faster than I expected. That's why Mars being like, is
I was
Elevator Hitch the
surprised at
shortest?
that.
It's not. I think we're like maximum 5 episodes total until we get our first ending, and then I don't know how much I can or will not cut out of the next one, like the second ending, if that'll just be 1 episode getting the second ending, or that'll be more.
That letter being a PLS, please.
So then after that technically would be Married
You write a
in
strong
Red.
letter, Bess.
Yeah, very
strong
letters. Yeah. And then after that would be Married in Red, which again is so short that I'd have to say Married in Red is the shortest.
Really short to me.
I have to say Married in Red is
honest.
the shortest because that didn't even take a whole stream. We specifically started
that
playing
was like,
Escape
what,
from
one
Mistwood
night?
Mansion.
Not even.
Where Elevator Hitch took a whole stream, but I'm pretty sure it took a 4-hour stream where we went long.
I think we did extend, yeah.
Versus
So you're right, Married in Red.
Eloquent Countenance and Cold Front didn't take an entire stream, but we did enough talking at the end of both of them to not have it be a
We
problem.
yapped a lot during
Yeah.
that one. Just because I think we love this story so much, honestly.
And then I honestly have no idea how long Dead Plate is or is not taking because of the way we've cut it up. So that'll be something
be
to see.
interesting.
But Elevator Hitch, while it only has
I will
5
say,
episodes, they are 15-minute long
My personal
episodes.
recommendation for a thumbnail would be Vincent as Gordon Ramsay. Personally.
All of the thumbnails are based off something that happens in the episode. So unless Dylan
somebody
made
must have referenced
a
Gordon
idiot
Ramsay.
sandwich reference that I am forgetting
Somebody
currently,
must have.
it probably won't happen.
Damn.
We'll have to see. Sometimes they're harder than others. Like, Over the Garden
All in
Wall
due
one is
time.
specifically because I made one. If you referenced it, Bass, it might make
Well,
it
we
in
made
if we
like
comment on it.
one reference to Over the Garden Wall with, oh look, they're journeying through the Valley of
Well,
Death.
actually,
and
Cold
winter.
Front, we made a couple references. It was just best at the end because it didn't have any other ones. I will say, Eloquent Countenance is being very difficult for me to make thumbnails for.
Really? But they're so good.
I'm glad that we like them.
I love
But they
them.
are taking a lot of brain power to get. They are taking a lot of brain power to get to.
I'm gonna sneeze again.
And then also for ease of Ori, guys, you get the first Pass to Smash video coming out for everyone.
Woo! Merry Christmas to us.
Yeah,
That is pretty sweet.
it's because Ori does not have time. Mainly, it's
There's so many
it's less
deadlines.
Christmas fault, and it's actually mostly the comics' fault. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I feel that.
Uh,
I would say I'm excited for Christmas, Mason. I mean, I don't have big plans that day. It's mostly just be with my immediate family. We're gonna have hot chocolate and scones for breakfast while we unwrap gifts. It'd be nice.
I do wish my family Christmases were more immediate family and not, you know, beyond that as so much, because that's just a lot of work. Love them, but like now there's hosting involved, right? Versus just like chilling.
Ooh. See, yeah, I don't got a host.
Yeah.
I don't got a host.
Unfortunately, we have to help host.
Canadian Lucifer, I always say it's not Christmas yet until you watch a good Christmas special. And for me, that is definitely the Beatrix Potter Taylor of Gloucester short episode.
Well, that's what Dylan and I are doing, Mason. We're going to my parents' house tomorrow, Christmas Eve, because Christmas Eve dinner is the better dinner, in my opinion. And then we sleep over Christmas Day because I don't want to have to fucking drive both days.
Oh God, no!
That's
not
ridiculous.
That late. Ew.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Why would you do that?
And my mother also always wants us to help, which is the worst part.
I have officially been banned from the kitchen because they, and I quote, don't want my germs in the cookies and cakes. So.
Valid. Valid.
It's valid, but I can't bake it. I'm mad.
You shouldn't have gotten sick then, should ya?
I tried. Honestly, what probably didn't help was I did touch grass on Saturday night. I went out to a party and it was very fun. But I probably picked up something.
Yeah, that's your own fault.
Oh well.
That's your own fault.
Oh well.
What about wheat germ?
We got to do a snowman making competition, pin the nose on the snowman. It was a good time.
I don't know if we have a specific Christmas movie.
I think they're fine with that germ, Bass, but not my germ. My germs are kid germs. They don't want kid germs. They don't want preschool germs. Those are the dangerous germs.
Dylan wants to rewatch the original TV special of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which valid.
Yes! Oh, that one is so good!
So, well, Dylan and I will at least probably do that, if not everybody. And, I
always find myself cycling between 4 classics. Is The Tailor of Gloucester that I mentioned, the one you just mentioned, Ori, How the Grinch Stole Christmas original.
The TV
Charlie Brown
special.
Christmas, because come on, it's too good. And what's the 4th one? I'm not thinking of movies. I'm thinking about like short specials. I feel like I only discovered the Garfield one recently, but my brother loves to watch the OG SpongeBob Christmas special. That's the big one. That's the big one he likes.
Is that the one with the gorilla as Santa?
No, I think that's a different episode. Santa does show up at the end of that episode, but like
maybe
not
I'm
as
mixing
a gorilla.
2 separate things.
I think you're mixing 2 separate things.
I don't like
the Phineas and Ferb one
any
is also
Grinch
based.
except the original. I'm sorry, you cannot convince me otherwise. I have seen them all. They are not
much credit to Jim Carrey for wearing that costume. I do not have to like that movie.
He certainly did what he did. Love Jim Carrey. Like, you know, his portrayal is great. No, the original Grinch hates Christmas because of commercialism bullshit. The fucking Illumination Grinch is a fucking orphan.
Noise.
No.
The original Grinch was the OG anti-capitalist.
The original Grinch was the first anti-capitalism bitch in the house. And then the Illumination Grinch was like, I'm a sad little orphan boy and nobody got me presents. And fuck you.
Here's the biggest difference. No. Here's the difference that makes the OG cartoon better than the other two. And it is because, for some reason, in at least the Jim Carrey version, I'm not sure what they do in the Illumination one. I mean, I saw the commercials, but I don't remember a whole lot from them. But in the Jim Carrey version, the Who's are like hella doing it up for Christmas. And I remember at the end,
they are hella doing it up for Christmas.
They're initially upset that the presents are gone. That completely misses the point of the original story.
In the
original story, they didn't notice that the presents were gone. Why? Because it didn't matter. It was family and friends and just simply being together on the day that was most important. Why they tossed the entire message out the window, I will never understand.
One.
Did they do the same in the Illumination one? I will be very mad if they did.
I can't remember in the Illumination one if
Why
we had a moment of them being sad.
Change the message of the story? I don't get it.
Like, and the other part that kills me about the Illumination one is that they barely fucking did he's a mean one. Mr. Grinch, like, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Has like
but Canadian
30
Lucifer,
seconds.
In the original, they already knew that it didn't come from a store.
It's not the Who's who need to learn it doesn't come from a store. It's the Grinch who needs to learn that Christmas doesn't come from a store.
Because the idea is happiness can't be taken away.
Exactly, pastry puff. That's my problem. They make it, like, I get it. I get that trying to make a, like, not very wordy children's book into a fucking feature film.
Into a 2-hour movie is a task.
But you know what you do?
Easy.
You know what you do? You do what the Lorax did, and you make it more musical. Like, it's not...
Well, no, actually, you know what? Polar Express did that. They stretched the story by making it more musical.
These are stories that are meant to be full of whimsy.
Right.
Give them
You're right.
Versus they took fucking all the music out of the Grinch. Out of the Illuminations. Grinch has no singing at all.
Why is there no Fahudore?
Here's the who. Okay, Fahudore happens because that's integral to the fucking story. But I don't count that. That's not like a musical number that is a part of the story. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't make it like a. It's just singing in the distance, like it always is. We don't have like a. There's fucking no. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Well, he's fucking stealing the present. End me. We don't have. It's just like, oh my god. Yeah.
Is there a Grinch musical?
No, I don't think so. But like,
are we sure? I feel like there's a musical for everything.
The Lorax.
If there is an
Illumination
Elf the musical,
Lorax.
There has to be a Grinch the musical.
The Illumination
Grinch,
Lorax
musical
has
minus AI
a whole thing going.
How the
they
Grinch
have,
stole
like, this...
Christmas tickets on Broadway?
I don't know.
This looks to be a thing.
But
this looks to be a thing.
Yeah, in the Lorax, they add more singing. In Horton Hears a Who, they add so much singing. Yes, is it like a jukebox musical?
I'm not trying to stop you. Like no, it if
nobody
you want.
Can
no
you
one
can like
take
it.
That. Guess what, Canadian Lucifer? I could snatch that movie from you. But it won't change your enjoyment of it because you appreciate it on the inside. Whoa!
And please, do not get me wrong. Jim Carrey is a hilarious actor. He does a hilarious job as the Grinch and what it is. I am
playing,
not
by the
dissing
way, in
Jim
case that's
Carrey
not
at all.
obvious.
Yeah, no. I hope your voice
I'm playing
tone.
with people.
And he went through.
I don't know if my voice tone is coming through. I'm stumped up as hell right now.
Oh, I heard it. He went through hell in that costume. No fucking doubt. And he definitely gave rise to a lot of the very, like, campy Grinches that we have of, like, people dressing up as him for, like, the meetups and stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like he definitely did a lot for it.
Grinches are base.
If we literally took solely Jim Carrey's Grinch,
my hero,
the character, and put that into, like, a different thing, great. Would love it. I hate the way the movie told the story is bad.
I
personally
have a very specific experience with
the live action Cat in the Hat.
I remember my parents picking it up. Maybe it was from the library. Maybe this is back when Blockbuster was still in business. I don't know. We never owned this movie. I just know we rented it from whatever place. My parents popped it in. We got up to the point Michael Myers showed up. And then my mom was like, nope, I'm out. I can't do it anymore. And she turned it off. I never finished that movie. She was like, I can't. Nope. I'm bailing. And I was young enough that I had no say over the remote. No votes for the children, so I got no say. I don't think I missed a ton, though, to be honest.
Do you like that?
I will take the OG cartoon, and I'll take the learning show they put on PBS.
I am such, like, I love Dr. Seuss for the fantastical whimsy. And not the super like, obviously they all have underlying meanings, right? Like, the Butter Battle book is one of my favorite Dr. Seuss's.
Was a smart writer.
Yeah, but they still have all of that whimsy in it. In what way best?
There's so many things, Bass.
I know that there's a lot of things that are, like, iffy. And I know that they remove certain books from princes that, yes and yes.
Yeah. Yup. And
yup. The racism. I know about the racism.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where, like, I can separate the art from the artist in this case because he's dead. And he wasn't, like, and you know, it, like, doesn't directly influence the money given. And I'm also not I honestly have not interacted with Dr. Seuss Media in a way that would give him money if he was alive, or the estate or whatever is getting the money, right? Like, I've owned all the books since being a child, and like, we ain't watching the movies in the theater or some shit, you know, like, it's all that sort of thing. Yeah, Yertle the Turtle, yep. And the Butter Battle book. It's
interesting trying to separate the art from the artist. It's like, where do you draw the line?
I think there's definitely ways you can do it. And I think for me,
it's easier to do it when the artist is dead, like you said. Or
it's when the artist is dead, and when you're doing it in a way that isn't directly impacting. Like I said, I'm not out here buying Dr. Seuss books, right? Even if he was alive, right? Like, I'm not out here buying the movies now after knowing things.
Hello, Federico.
Right? Hello, Federico. And on top of that, while there are certain books that have certain iffy things, the general message of a lot of the books are still good, right? Versus some artists, you learn about the things that they did, and then when you read back their stuff or you listen back their stuff, it's like, oh, now I can only see this in the light of you being X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D.
J.K. Rowling.
You know? I'm very much not talking about a very specific person here at all. It's okay. We're American. She can't sue us. So,
yeah, she can.
Yeah, fuck her.
Nah.
And the fact that literally all money that she gets goes directly into being a fucking bigot. So, like, that is a clear-cut case where...
That's a clear case where you cannot separate the art from the artist.
You can't do it, right? If she
I would also
died,
argue, even though he's dead, H.P. Lovecraft is another one that crosses that territory. Because so much of his stories are rooted in the racism,
but
in just absolute fear
I'm
of anything
okay
different
with
from him.
Adaptations inspired by Lovecraft because they
now
go
they're
away
in new
from
hands.
that. Yeah, they
so
go
you can
away
move
from
that
exactly.
idea. And I'm all for that. I'm all for people taking that original idea and bringing it into a new territory and
Neil
a better
Gaiman's
angle.
another one.
Well, that one hurts me. We're never getting
so
Good Omens season 3.
And I get why, but damn it. Like, I understand, but
it's like one of those things where I'm like, I am praying that the quote-unquote celebrities, because I'll be honest, I don't like a ton of celebrities. It's mostly voice actors and VTubers at this point.
Yeah.
I'm just praying that the people I do like and do follow are just like, please be good people. Please be good people. Please don't let anything come out about you in the next couple years.
I have thankfully only ever had one person that I was actually, like, fairly engaging with in a way end up being like a piece of shit, and that was Illuminati. I did watch her content a lot because it was good background stuff, and I've been watching her for a while. She is how I found the click and One Topic at a Time, right? So, like I interacted with her, like, way back in her Reddit reading days before she went into, like, MLM content, and then, of course, like, you know, it's good background stuff. So when all of that shit came out, that was, like, the first time that it was like, oh, wow, this is somebody, like, I actually, like, watched, right? Like, this is somebody like I actually knew of, you know, versus like a lot of other times I watch drama and it's like, oh, I never like did any, like, I've never heard of you before.
I just want to know
like,
what
oh,
the
you're a
tea
big
is.
thing, or it's like, yeah, I know your name in existence, but I've never watched your content. Like, you know, everybody knows Mr. Beast, but I don't watch Mr. Beast. You know, so when the Mr. Beast shit goes down, it's like, I never liked you anyway, sort of thing.
I'm familiar, but I'm not a fan.
That's wild, Bess.
That's crazy, Bass. I had not heard of that book.
Yeah. Oh, same with like I do watch Saber Sparks.
That was another one Canadian.
I do watch Saber Sparks, so when like there was that allegation shit happening, I was like, oh, thank God. Thank God we're okay. Thank God we made it out of this one.
There was another one, another YouTuber back in the day.
I guess Dream has had controversy.
Jared.
There's
another one,
Dream
Pro Jared. He had a controversy too.
I did watch Dream back in the day, but I do not watch Dream anymore. And Dan Plan did have controversy, and I stopped watching Dan Plan. And then the other ones just aren't the same. It's just not the same format. So I did watch Dream. Dream.
We watched the speed runs.
The manhunt. The
manhunt was the big one.
Are really both intriguing, like, technically, like physical game ability, and they're funny because they are
some of the
friends
moves that get pulled off.
Like, and it's funny because they are like friends having a good time. There's no question there.
Yeah.
And then of course I was in like.
At least we were led to believe they were friends having a good time.
Well, yeah. And the Dream SMP was a really cool, like, interesting thing that was happening. I love Saddest. I still love Saddest Animator. Did a ton of Dream SMP stuff. And I mean, you know, Technoblade will never die. Still here for Technoblade. Technoblade was great, is great, will always be great. You know, so I don't regret.
Immortalized forever in the Minecraft movie.
When he started getting into the songs and stuff, I was definitely like, I never watched any of the Dream SMP streams. I only watched, like, the fan content.
I would watch the VODs, honestly.
I wouldn't even watch the full VODs. Yeah, just, like, videos about it.
Hello, Shadow. Welcome.
Then, yeah, Wilbur Soot. Another one. Another one. It was a whole thing. I actually listened to some of his music, too. Goodness. Yeah, the manhunts were really cool. They were really interesting. Yeah, the lore was cool. After that, like, first arc, I started, like, falling off as it got away from... He definitely does best. He did so much good. He was such a great... In so many ways. You know, as his dad is still out here doing shit. Love Technoblade. Great thing to come out of all of that, you know. I don't know why I still have the spoilers on. I shouldn't. Oh, yeah, it's around. It's been a while. I recognized you before by your icon when you commented, but I didn't on my thing. I don't see your
I'm on
profile
Twitch.
picture.
I don't get the icon.
Yeah, you don't see the profile
now I
picture.
get the icon because I'm on YouTube. Okay.
But around, a while ago now,
About
actually.
to sneeze again.
YouTube did like an update where they give like where they made it so that you're stop. You can stop.
I'm trying.
They made it that your act is
Don't
your
be
like
around kids,
actual
guys.
thing.
Don't be around kids.
And not whatever you like named your channel in the stream chats. It was
Thank
weird.
you, Shadow.
Less times a billion.
Yeah, seriously, I'm gonna need it.
Okay, do any of y'all have two friends that can come and subscribe to the Ace Tooney channel? Because we're so close to 1,600. Yeah.
Bless you. Ori, stop.
In my
Mars,
family,
that's enough. Stop.
my family has a lot of allergies. Like my immediate family, and my grandmother
thank you,
specifically. Thank you, Shadow. My grandmother specifically would classically sneeze 10 times in a row. Woo, nice.
10. That's a lot.
Yeah, and so a whole thing that that my grandfather would do would be like, bless you 10 times, right? So that was like a thing in my family for a while there. But Dylan does a thing where it's like after 3, like you get 3 and then that's it. You need to stop, right? Nice Canadian. And then you have to stop. And so
we
at this
appreciate
point,
it either way.
you get like 1 bless you, and then it's like, okay, you need to stop this. This is chill out. End it, please. End the sneeze train.
We always say in my family, because everyone in my family usually does it in threes. But if you go above 3, something is wrong and you are sick.
Mm.
And I think I was at 4 or 5 with that last one, so yep.
Yeah, you were
Fun, fun, fun.
certainly above 3.
I
Will
was definitely
guarantee.
above 3.
Oh
But it's
shit!
always, you get 1, you get 2, you get 3, and then
All
you get
my
stop.
secret Santas will be all fully done
Oh snap!
tomorrow. I mean, I've had
I
the art
still
done for
gotta
one
do
of
my
them
last
this whole
secret
time.
Santa.
Is it the Mal one?
No, I did that one.
Oh, which? Oh, is it?
I told you what I
Paper Demon one?
recommended. Yeah, it's the Paper Demon one.
Ah.
I gotta get
Well,
on that
you
one.
you have more time for that technically.
Yeah, the MLA one wrapped up last week. You had to submit by the deadline last week.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We haven't gotten them yet.
I don't think so. I haven't checked. Let me see.
Doesn't look like I have. Oh,
Probably not.
Gachiakuta season. Yeah, wow, that was terrible. Gachiakuta season 2 has been added to the database, so confirmed.
Yes, it has. I was so excited. I was so excited, and I think if I heard correctly, it's getting priority on Studio Bones' list. I'm like, yes. See ya, Shadow.
Nice.
Peace.
See you around. See ya around. Poohoo. Bam.
Woo! Deep cut. I am so right. Sakamoto Days season 2 also got added.
Yeah, so that
to the
was
list.
season 1, part 2 was what came out, not season 2.
Apparently, which I did not realize.
Yeah, I also didn't realize.
So I got very confused when I saw that because I was like,
I thought
season
we had
2.
Season 2.
Nope. Apparently that was second core.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah, Pastry. I'm so happy that everybody got it in. Everybody was on top of it. Mine had been done for a while. I'm just saying, like, I have all my Secret Santas have been done. It's more like they're all coming to fruition. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're all happening. I get the gift side of them all.
Oh, that's so fun. Okay, I'm gonna send this to myself so I have something to post.
Oh, snap, Bass. That's not what I wanted to do.
And then we be Gucci.
Right. You do gotta get on that, though, Mars. I can't believe it.
I am. Luckily, these next couple days will give me ample time to do so. Oh, you binged Has-Been Hotel? Oh, your sis binged Has-Been Hotel. Nice, Bass. That's on my list to do over the break. My list to do over the break is finish Gachiakuta, because I need to, and then Has-Been Hotel Season 2. I'm happy to know that the songs blend in well and the pacing is seemingly
There's only
better.
one song that I was like,
surprise.
It does hit you like a truck. Just one. Just one.
Can I take a guess what it is?
You're welcome to try. I don't know how you
Is it the transition into Love in Hell, sung by Charlie and Vaggie?
Yes, and it's called Easy, isn't it? Is it called
I don't
Love in
know.
Hell? Whatever. Yes, it
I
is
don't
that
know.
song. I love the
Okay,
song.
good feeling.
The song has a
The
good
song
time.
is great. The transition
visuals are
is
lovely.
rough.
It hits you like a truck. It's like, oh, needed a lead-in. That's it. Needed a little prelude. That's it.
I'm sad. I'm crying. I don't know if my hotel's gonna work. Shut up. You know that I love you.
Yeah, we're like, oh.
Oh, how do we get here? Oh, we're singing
truck.
now? Okay.
Yeah, oh, you saw the Danny Mata, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. That's the only one.
How could I not? How could I not?
Song still great. Love the sound. Love the visuals.
The song is beautiful. I was humming that
with
for
the
days
dancing,
after I first
having a great
heard
time.
it.
But it certainly hits you like a truck.
But I'm like, come on, guys. You could have transitioned more seamlessly into that.
American Cash is that is more or less.
You could have had a little line from Vaggie and then had her burst into song. But I'm still excited. I can't wait to see what they do with the season.
Puff. I found the Parkats to be pretty easy. I made Tiali's design technically harder on me than I could have, in the sense of that I made it so his second set of forelimbs were wings, like how I draw collar wings, so it's like limbs with wings, because parquets glide, and I didn't think about making them flying squirrel gliding. I instead was like, ooh, let's give, wings that can just glide wings instead of, big full wings, because that makes sense. But obviously now he basically has wings. So, and then he ended up being very, like, Kieran coded, which I'm not against. I'm certainly not against.
That's not a bad
But that
vibe.
was just how I went. And then after we got the information where you can do, like, a lot of customization to them, right? Like, you can go pretty ham. I still, like, kept it. I was like, I still kind of like the way he is. Like the Italian version. I like to sing along so much that usually other language songs don't hit me as hard, just because I really do like to sing with songs. That's why I don't listen to, like, instrumentals a ton.
It's funny, I'm the exact opposite with that. I do still listen to English versions of songs and sing along with them. Like, I will sing and belt my heart out. But instrumentals of songs and OSTs, they bring me back to that moment I watched that scene. Oh, the intensity, the emotions I felt during that scene. Fucking love my instrumentals. Yeah, see, Bass gets it.
No, Dylan loves his
Give me
instrumentals
Hiroyuki
too.
Sawano any day.
Not as much my thing.
That
Not as
shit
much my thing.
is fire. Honestly, that's what I use when I'm writing scripts for Outcaste. I got instrumentals going in the background because I'm like, ooh, this is a vibe. I could imagine this as background music for this scene.
Yes. Speaking of, you have to listen to the newest Set It Off album.
Yes, I do, especially since you compared it to the Gachi
Immediately.
OST.
So I will say, like, 100% musical vibes-wise, very much it's like this sound could be in Gachiakata for a lot of them, right? Lyrics-wise,
a lot of potential AMVs that'll exist in my head and nowhere else.
Can go with a lot of directions with a lot of them for different characters in, like, AU, not necessarily AU vibe, but, like, explorationary, right? Like, we don't know a ton about all the characters, but you could go places. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, totally. Sense? That's why I love writing about them.
Yeah.
I've written way too much Gachiakata fanfiction in this last week alone. I need an intervention very badly.
Interesting, Pastry Puff. Interesting. But yeah, otherwise I didn't feel like any other songs didn't make sense.
That's cool, Canadian Lucifer. I bet that adds an interesting dynamic.
Interesting. But I did, I didn't feel any of the other songs felt out of place. They all moved narratively, so it didn't feel like they stalled anything out. I will say, as an overall, I prefer the song ratio that occurs in the first season to the second one, solely because they're like all bangers in season one. Like, there's not a miss that I can think of in season one. There's a lot of ones where, like, I wouldn't listen to this again outside of this. Like, it's not stuck in my head, and it's not, like, super crazy. Like, it's like, season one, yes, I listened to the whole soundtrack. Season two, I definitely don't. Right?
Season two, you skip around a little bit more.
Yeah, 100%. And then on top of that, season two has a lot of songs that have, like, this is technically one song, but it really feels like it should be, like, a couple different songs. And because of that,
I
it's
know
like,
they combined Hear My Hope with Abel's
that's one whole song, because it's like an interlude in the middle. It's like an
guess.
Interlude in the middle. It is kind of weird, but both are good in my opinion. And, like, narratively it makes sense, if that makes any sense. Like, narratively what's happening, I understand. But it's definitely, like, there's a part where Lucifer has a song, and it's
kind
great.
Of like how Into the Woods does, where there's overlapping musical identities?
No. Mm-mm. It's like two separate things. Like it really, like it interjects because narratively something happens that disrupts shit, right? Like narratively something cuts it off, but instead of doing like, this is this song, and then this is this song, and then this is this song reprised or continued or whatever, it's
well,
like
then
this
they'd
is
only have
one
a 55-second song.
Yeah, but they're like very stylistically separate because narratively what is happening is interjecting something. Like, tonally, which makes sense, right? Like, that's what I really want to get across. It makes sense.
It makes sense in the context
it's
of the
basically
story.
like somebody cutting you off. Understandable. But as like a listening experience, I'm like, I would like to just listen to Hear My Hope as a song and leave the able part of it. Not because I don't like the able part, it's just like a interjection of a song that I'd like to listen to on its own, right? There's a part where Lucifer gets a singing part, which is really fun, really great, sadly over way too soon, and it's because it gets cut off by what is considered the rest of the song, and it's not like its own song, which is sad. And then because there is so many songs, right?
She does like the whole thing, Bash. She just likes them split up into their own separate songs.
It's more just like, as part of watching the show, fine.
Give me
great,
the ability
fantastic.
to have more able music, please.
I guess the only thing, like, I would have to listen explicitly to the soundtrack, but I haven't heard anything, and if any of you have explicitly listened to the soundtrack, I'd be curious to know. So in Over the Garden Wall, the soundtrack has the extended versions of the song, because while in, and it also happens in K-Pop Demon Hunters, while in the movie or the show, talking starts happening over the song, or, you know, it kind of blends into the background, or, you know, you're interrupted in a part and you want the whole song. Yeah, no, but yes, Canadian Lucifer, but solely for an after watching listening experience, right? And so that's what I'm trying to talk about here. So Langtree's Lament in Over the Garden Wall has a full version on the soundtrack. You do not get the full version in the show. Same with
a lot of OSTs do it that way too.
Yeah,
they'll split up the track in the show. But on the OST, it's all together in one single track.
If the Has Been Hotel OST has that, and I am unaware, please let me know, because I would certainly like to listen to that. But my current understanding is no. And then that also thus makes, because there is just a lot of songs, it makes all of the songs overall generally shorter. So the ones that I really, really love are kind of fucking short. And it's really sad in the sense of like, I want more of this. Like, that was top tier shit. Why is it like a minute?
Yeah.
You know? That's what I meant.
You put all this effort into 1 minute of song.
Love Sarah's Confession. I love it so much. It is fantastic. It is over too soon. I am so sad that it is so short. You know, like it really is like a, so disappointing that it is not longer.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Wow, only one? Show off.
I'm not sick. But yeah. So like,
no worries, Bass.
My gripes are certainly more
dinner.
In a pickiness of how I would like to enjoy the show for longer, if that makes sense. And it's certainly a trade-off. I would say 100%, I really enjoyed the pacing of season 2.
Hella love in a bottle, Canadian Lucifer. I've listened to that whole song. I did watch the clip on that one.
Don't like that one as much. It's not bad. I don't dislike it, but I'm not as here for this as the other ones. I listened to it and I was like, wow, I'm surprised everybody loves this one so much. That's not as for me. I prefer Losing Streak. That's the one Angel just sings, right?
That's also a really good one.
That one gets way more stuck in my head, 100%. Yeah, Love in a Bottle. Like, again, narratively, love it. Narratively, everything is great. But as a song, it doesn't hit me.
I like the wordplay in it. The wordplay is fun. The beat is fun. The visuals definitely amp it up.
Yeah. Again, not bad. But definitely not as high for me as a lot of people rate it. Definitely not. Again, I'm putting Sarah's Confession is like number 1. Losing Streak definitely gets stuck in my head. You know, Easy, I think is what it's called. The Love and Hell one also gets stuck in my head. Hear My Hope and Gravity. Those are the ones that stick out to me. I also just period anytime Sarah sings
type 5
in a song is just wow, they fucking cooked. Like, you know, just
Sarah's
great.
voice is
Sarah's
no
voice,
pun.
but
her
the
voice is angelic.
But the backing as well, like every time the like way they have her is always great. Like the tonal, like everything, top tier shit.
So beautiful.
Top tier shit. I'm excited to hear more of Abel, ideally, in the next one. I'm sad Lucifer's song was so short. I needed more Lucifer.
I needed Lucifer's song to be longer, please.
I needed Lucifer's portion to be longer because I love him, voice actor, singer, great. Needed more. And the tone was great of the song. Like, the vibe of the song was great. Needed more. I don't like... I don't dislike Brighter. Wow. Way to interrupt.
Sorry.
I don't dislike Brighter. I think, again, narratively, it's very fun. Visually, with the music, it's very fun.
Yeah, Canadian Lucifer, I didn't know you were in Hell of a Boss. Has-Been Hotel. Wrong one.
But listening to it as, like, just a thing...
I really am amazing.
Not as my favorite. Same with, like, Vox Populi and Vox Dei. Also, again, narratively really fun, visually really fun. But they're just not, like...
What are your thoughts on Piss, the Cherry Bomb and Serpentious song?
Definitely on the low ends of my thing overall. The singing was fine. The very first thing I said when we watched it was, "Oh, a grill is a grill."
We're getting so many references to that recently.
That's what it was, though. It was such a grill is a grill. And then, like, halfway through the song, it was like, yeah, wow, this is just a grill is a grill.
Wow.
So, not my favorite. I liked the one between Pentious and, Sarah. Live to Live. I liked it narratively. I liked them singing together. I liked the overlap. Again, just like Sarah, her voice a lot. But I also just loved it narratively.
Really? That's what we're quoting? All right.
So Piss is gonna be a number one?
Piss was gonna be the number one.
Why?
When Sarah's there?
What?
I genuinely want to know why, Bass. I'm so curious.
Why was Piss gonna be our number one?
Or your number one?
Yeah, mine. Why? I found it kind of boring.
Oh, okay.
Oh. There's no Dylan here for you, Bess.
Only us. But you are right. It is number one.
Sure, in a way. Okay, how do I even do this fucking door, please?
'Tis the question. Yep, that's the plan over this winter break. I'm definitely gonna watch Hell of a Boss. Catch up on Gachi Yakuta, so I can finish that.
I have one Gachi Yakuta to
watch.
Catch
up on Dr. Stone, because they officially came out with the trailer for the final season, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm behind. Somehow. Oops. And then maybe I'll finally watch season 2 of Kaiju number 8, because that's another one I fell behind on. I do remember enjoying the first season. I don't know why it's taken me so long to watch the second season.
I'm sad.
I will be right back momentarily, guys. I need more water.
That my job this week is not as chill as it was last year this time this week, but supposedly this time next week it will be much chiller like last year. So I'm happy about that. So, and I need that to recover after everything. And then Mars and I are going to a cafe in cosplay, in more like closet cosplay for me at least. I ain't wearing the wig. It's too much work. Too much work for me. Hello, penguin. Merry criminals? Uh-oh. Don't tell that to Dylan. Think of Agent Stone. I saw Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man. High recommend. High recommend. Definitely watch it. You could kill off Gingy in the show how in any way you wanted. How would you do it? How? I don't... See, the problem is I don't want him to be killed off. I want him to grow as a character. That's my main problem.
Okay, Gingy, I want to ship Mau Mau and Gingy. I really do. I think they could be great together when they're just vibing and doing the detective shit.
I need him to fucking stop.
The romance. They're great together, and I want them to be together.
And when he's being cool
for it in season one.
and like suave and like leaderly and like calculating,
Yes.
it's like yes.
There are canon couples I want to like, but I can't because one of them or both of them is bad.
Bass, when I started watching Apothecary Diaries, at first, Gingy was my favorite character. He was very interesting. He had a lot of like political prowess. He was like cunning. He was calculating. He could see what Mau Mau was seeing, like in the way of like all of the things coming together.
You could see how they would complement each other.
It was
That's what
really
hurts the most.
great.
You could see how they could complement each other.
Conniving, yeah. He was using her originally as a tool in a very specific way. He manipulated her in a very like, I know how to get her to solve the mystery for me kind of way, right? Like in a very like, I'm a high charisma, you know, leader kind of way. He was very interesting. Yeah. He had a lot of potential. And then he fucking fell in love and he became the biggest bitch baby in the world. And he is a
biggest bitch baby hornball that has no control over himself.
2.5 times the size of Mau Mau, who he also is trained physically. So he is not just a tall man, he is a strong man. Like officially, he is good with fighting. He can use a sword. Yeah. He is built. He also has incredible political and social power over her. And instead of showing any character growth ever about realizing what position he is putting her in every time he fucking does shit, he's just a baby. So Bass, it was like, they really couldn't solve these mysteries, though. Interesting. Right? He couldn't solve these mysteries. He did not have that level of knowledge in order to solve these mysteries. But he recognized that Mau Mau could. And he also then recognized that Mau Mau did not fucking want to be in this. So he had to do, you know, a lot of different things that were very smart in order to basically trick her into doing the mystery solving. And he always felt like he had something else going on politically behind the scenes. You know, like it always felt like he was still one step ahead. Literally, the ending of season 1 was that he had basically put a lot of pieces together that Mau Mau did not put together, right? Yeah, I know, Baz. I just want to go into it because, like, really,
but that's also the way they could complement each other because Gingy has that political understanding that Mau Mau doesn't.
He has
So, like, he
and he
can
also has a pull that she
share
doesn't.
information on
he
that.
can go talk to these officials that she wants to do all this stuff, right? But and then on the side of that, Mao Mao does not have to be as proper, quote unquote, as Jinshi might, right? Because he is a title to uphold. Mao Mao can do some quote
slapping
dirty work,
servants,
right? Yeah, quote unquote dirty work. So they would make an insane team if Jinji could just fucking stop thinking with his dick. That's literally what started happening. He went from, this is a tool. She's not a person. She is a servant that is smart, and I'm going to use her, which is not good, but is like, room for character development. We can get to I love her now.
We've seen that setup before.
And that was
We've
fine.
definitely seen that setup before where the more they work together, feelings develop. And you go from there.
That's how it should happen.
It's a very common trope.
That's how it should happen. That is how it should happen.
Thank
Honestly,
you, Penguin.
There's a part where Mao Mao, like...
I'm back in the fucking building again!
There's a part where Mao Mao saves him from certain death. And, if I'm going to be honest, I think that's where we kill Jinshi instead.
One of the things that kills me
That would be an interesting character development, though, wouldn't it, for Mao Mao? If we had to kill Jinshi? She failed. She didn't get there soon enough because of her standing. She couldn't make it. He fucking died, right? But
that would have been interesting.
That would have been interesting.
That was the original plan that the writer had.
Well, I don't think he was going to die there.
Well, not there. But in an original draft, he was supposed to be killed off.
The fucking building.
And I wish I could read that version of the story.
Yeah, I'd love to know what she would have done.
I feel so bad for the writer of Apothecary Diaries because she is not getting to tell the story she wants to tell. I feel bad that, and I can't say that this is what happened for certain, but the way it comes across is that she let the peer pressure dictate where the story goes because everyone wanted Jinshi and Mao Mao to be together, including people in her family.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, when you don't write something that you care about, or you write something that you're not interested in...
Look at the fucking bridge again. Hello, Allie.
I'm sorry. The romance between Jinji and Mao Mao is bad. It's really bad. It's not done in a way that makes me think this is believable. It's not done in a way that makes me want to see them together. And that's the thing, is like, in some reality, this could have worked if the writer's heart was into writing a romance. I think that's why this went so south and we ended up with the,
hello, Madame Guard, welcome.
They're trapped in a cave and are like, she touches, his place and stuff like that. I think that's why we ended up with those tropes. Because the author does not care for this romance in the slightest.
We did it! We hit 1,600 subscribers!
Oh my god!
Do we want to roll the wheel on stream right now? Do we want to roll the wheel?
I think we
right
do.
Now?
Yes.
You want to roll the wheel for what I'm going to draw?
Let's do it. Hello, Madame Guard.
For the thing. Yeah, Madame Guard, you put us over the top, apparently.
And Allie, welcome.
Woo! Yeah, Allie, and it kills me. It kills me so much. So Danny Mata, put out a, if I try reacting to anime again, because copyright shit has been happening, what should it be? And fucking Apothecary Diaries has basically won. And I'm like, add me! And I learned he fucking hates Jinshi. Yes!
Good!
No way you gonna like him!
Okay, if Danny Mata calls out all the very sus stuff,
maybe it'll actually be a problem. Yeah.
Maybe it'll be a thing and people will wake up and realize. Because the amount of people that are just like, the cave scene was so romantic.
Really,
no, it was horrifying.
Apothecary Diary reads really like a fucking stereotypical book talk romantasy book top. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it really does.
I believe he did one episode.
Upsets me because you have this amazing mystery. You have this amazing female lead, and then you just have all this other stuff that drags it down.
That, you know what? It could have worked in the way that it's written if Mao Mao was a large, strong woman and not a small, petite, basically a child. because she's 17.
It is
he's
worse
19,
in the light novel.
which isn't.
They draw her so much smaller in the light novel. It's very bad.
But like the thing that kills us about Apothecary Diaries is every time like we watched it, especially me, every time I watched it, it's like I could fucking write this better. It's like it's right there. It's right there. I could reach out and touch the good story. It's right there. I can see it
right
between
there.
the lines. So bad. Danny Mata is the GOAT. We love Danny. We stand Danny Mata.
We do.
I literally just binged his fucking Amazing Digital Circus react over my little vacation. Yeah, fucking literally though, Penguin. It's very much like all those ones where it's like, oh,
I'm sorry,
let's
Penguin.
somehow glorify non-consent and like, you know, bullying and
thing.
like
when Jinchi is on top of her in the cave scene, her first thought is not, oh, my heart is racing. Oh, I don't know what to do. It's, should I kick him? I'm sorry, this is not a woman who wants to be romanced. This is not a woman who's thinking about romance in any regard. She is terrified in that scene. That is not
and
hot,
the other
that is
one.
not sexy, that is
And
not
the
intriguing,
second
that
one.
is
It
awful.
happens again. And the only reason is they're fucking interrupted.
Everyone I saw on my anime list in the comments section for that episode was like, God damn that dog! And I'm like, no, thank God for that dog.
God for the dog.
Thank God that dog showed up.
Please.
Just take Jinchi out back,
Okay.
please. I hate
Where
him.
is the link to the thing? That's the one I have to find. Milestone wheel. Found it. All right, we're gonna roll the wheel.
Yeah, there's our rant for the night. Enjoy.
For 1,600 subs. Let me pull it up over here.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I wonder. This might look good if I do it. Oops. No! Damn it. I started loading a thing I did not want to load. Hold on.
Oh no. Guys, if you're looking for a good mystery that revolves around medical
yeah, Dr.
abnormalities
Amaku
and things, watch Dr. Amaku.
Watch
It's so
Dr.
much
Amaku.
better.
Dr. Amaku is great.
Interesting female lead.
She's
very
also
autistic
strong in
coded,
her own
which we
right.
stand.
She
She's
fucking
strong,
kicks ass,
she
even
can
though
kick
she's
some
petite
ass.
and small.
She has a mind
She doesn't
palace
let anybody
moment.
fucking
There's
step
an
on her.
episode that makes you sob. Her version of
Oh my
Watson
God.
is not a hornball. He's actually a
No.
very stand-up guy.
He's so great.
And you know, I'll be honest, if they want to make Amaku and
go gambling.
Kotaro a ship, I won't hate it.
I don't hate it. It doesn't have to be, but it's
it
okay.
It doesn't have to be,
And
but
like,
I won't hate it.
yeah.
And that's what matters.
Okay. Why can I not brain at all?
Yeah, watch
That would be nice.
Dr. Amaku over Apothecary Diaries solely because the Watson is better. Ooh, that's
Okay.
a big wheel.
It has every character that we have seen in an edited video.
Holy shit.
I believe I took out Mia, young Mia already. So hopefully
There you
we'll
go,
roll
Penguin.
that.
There's your recommendation from me, Ori, and Pastry.
But
Watch Dr. Amaku.
hold on.
I lost my shit watching that show when I saw they were typing soap notes. Because I type soap notes, and I'm like, I recognize that shit!
Yeah, exactly,
That's so
Pastry.
cool!
Exactly. All right, let's see. Spin that wheel. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Oh, Emma!
Ooh.
Emma's our
We went
next
from
feature.
Attorney girl, the weird girl.
Young Mia to
okay.
Emma. All right. I will mark that down.
Very nice. So, wait, the wheel is just favoring the Mars characters.
Apparently, it right now is.
If it does 3 in a row, this will be spooky. Oh, I might sneeze again. I'm not
Alrighty.
sure. Nope. Okay, moment passed.
Let me write that down.
You guys ever have that moment where you have a cold and there's just this constant tickle in your nose, but you never get the relief of sneezing, so it's just there and you have to live with it? I hate that feeling.
Yes, I do know the feeling you're talking about. All right.
Pastry coming in clutch with the references.
Yes,
You
I
have
would
it now
love
too, Penguin?
references,
Oh,
please.
I'm sorry. It's just that little tickle, that little burn right in your nose. I was like, I'm gonna sneeze. I don't know when, I don't know where, but it's coming. Eventually, just give me relief, please. I'm begging. I will say this, though. I'm so glad that it didn't hit my throat this time.
Stop.
Small wins. Small wins.
Knock on fucking wood.
Well, with Ori's luck, I know I'm protected now.
Ugh. It's not luck, it's skill.
I will say, though, I feel like those coldies do make a difference. This is my first time ever taking them.
They do.
I feel like they're making a difference. I don't feel as crummy as I could have. There's a very real chance if I didn't take those, I probably would have missed stream.
Yes. That'd be great.
References could go in the couch pastry. Thank you.
You guys getting excited for Apollo Justice in the new year?
I am. I'm so ready. I gotta figure out Trucy's voice.
You gotta figure out a Trucy voice. She's young, if I remember correctly. She's pretty fucking young.
My high-pitched range is
15,
non-existent at
14?
the moment.
Something like that.
All right. Okay. I can work with that. I'm sure.
Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. 14.
14.
Yeah. So younger than Maya, younger than Emma, older than Pearl.
Hey, Apollo, you want to see some magic? No.
Less rasp, I'd say. Oh, 15.
Less
15.
rasp, yeah.
Less rasp.
Oh,
that
15.
gave a lot of K. That gave a lot of K. Again, she's younger than K. Younger than Maya, younger than Emma. She's the youngest not Pearl we've ever met as a weird girl.
Oh, so I can't go Mr. Nick, Mr.
No,
Nick.
too high. Too young.
I'm just trying to see if I still have my high pitch. I do, yay.
You do.
That makes me happy that I haven't lost it. I shall have to workshop it.
Oh, there's too many things.
I'm glad I could make it too, Allie. It's always nice hanging out with you guys.
You pull that
gun. Ta-da!
Oh, I'm really curious of the dynamic between these two because Apollo is a full adult and Trucy is unequivocally a child, so we shall see.
I am praying siblings. I am praying siblings.
I'm 90% sure
siblings.
it's siblings.
Please be siblings.
I'm 90% sure it's siblings. It's just, it will be very interesting.
Please.
Because the other thing
siblings
is, I'm like, how did we get to this point?
Acceptable one.
It has nothing to do with height.
Hey, height doesn't matter
Calling
here.
Mars a child.
I'm a child at heart. Thank you very
This is why
much.
Mars can only work with the young kids because they're all definitely smaller than her.
This is true. Oh, here comes the sneeze.
Oh, God. Stop! Oh my God, this is too many.
All right, I'm taking another coldies. Fuck it.
Boop. All right. Yeah, fair.
This is my third one of the day.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, well, they say don't exceed 6, so now I'm at 50%.
It's very difficult to exceed 6, I will say.
I mean, it's almost the end of the day, so I think
that's what I'm saying. You're supposed to do 1 every 4 hours. I think that mathematically does not exceed 6. Like, I think that's just kind of how it works.
I will admit, I've been guesstimating with the 2 to 4 hours.
Yeah,
thing,
it's
but
not
I'm pretty sure
it's not a medicine, so you're fine. If that
it's
made
just like
any
an
sense.
extra hit of zinc. Oh, thank God, Bass.
Oh,
thank God.
Wow. Ace
Thank
Attorney
Jesus.
fandom being the fucking goats. Now if we could have them fucking back off Maya Phoenix, then everything be great.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Ugh.
Especially as Maya ages up. They're not gonna.
Well, okay. It would be one thing if they met when she was already older. But they don't.
Yeah, but they didn't.
And that's where the problem lies. You don't see much, my Phoenix? That's good. I'm glad.
That's a plus.
I know it exists, unfortunately. I have seen one or two that I'm like, why are we doing this? It's not a lot, but it does exist, unfortunately.
It's just like, no thank you. I don't need that.
The Apollo Trucy Gap is just kind of massive.
Why
So,
is
that would
Zephyr
be terrible.
staring at Guard 1's crotch?
He's looking at this piece of paper in front of it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Bass.
Well, that's concerning, Bass.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
fandom
Allie.
will
We
be
couldn't
fandom,
warn
Allie.
you. There were spoilers.
Yeah, there was too many spoilers, Allie, about the falls thing.
I mean, this is true, Mason. My paper is 1-ply.
How are we writing on 1-ply paper? I don't think you can even make 1-ply paper by hand without a machine.
Work.
I feel like it would just fall apart if you made it. We're talking, this is like handmade paper at this point.
Yeah,
We don't got machines
we're
and
in
shit.
that time period at the moment.
I would say Outcaste paper exists somewhere in between papyrus and regular pulp paper. There is a plant that has very ligninful leaves that can be used.
If I do recall correctly, there is a character that worked at a paper plant.
There is, yes.
Industrial Revolution arc when? We don't want to let capitalism get that far in the Outcast universe.
Yeah. How edible is the paper? I'd say I'd have to review how papyrus was made in order to answer the question.
I know people eat it.
People eat papyrus?
Well, people eat paper.
Yeah, but our paper is made out of wood. It's different, and the process is different. As long as the papyrus isn't treated by anything crazy, which I don't think it is. I just want to double check.
Well, the first one I got is yes, consuming paper is considered harmful to human health.
Yeah, you have to eat like
Eating paper is not advisable. Thanks,
you can't
Internet.
really digest it is the whole thing. So, like, you could get to a point where it, like, fucking, like, clogs your pipes, but...
Fellow paper enjoyer. There's so many paper enjoyers in chat.
I would say it's equally as edible as the paper that we have today, where you really shouldn't do it, but it ain't gonna kill you. You know, like, if your child starts eating paper,
Maybe
it's not like a, oh my god, call poison control.
One corner.
But it's like, oh, you know, maybe you shouldn't do that as, like, a meal replacement. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so during the apocalypse, I can't rely on paper
No, you definitely could not.
Fill my nutritional needs.
It's in a lightly edible state.
I see.
Well,
Which
we already...
papyrus, though, Bass?
Yeah, you capitalized it. You capitalized it. I don't need Sans fucking coming after me for eating papyrus.
Oh, jeez. Bone soup. Bone trussel soup.
Bass, newspapers smell so bad. In my head, they taste disgusting.
Newspapers don't have that new book smell. Books have a good smell. That might be yummy.
Gross smell to me. Like printer paper? That's what I ate when I talked about eating paper. But like fresh out of the ream printer paper. But like newspaper print smells so bad, personally. I'm just like, ugh. Ugh.
Mm. Vanilla essence coated. Okay, but Bess, are you eating the sticky part of the sticky notes or the paper part?
Because, like, I will admit, some of the envelopes, their sticky is good tasting. It's sweet. But other envelopes, it's horrific and terrible. And
I don't get a whole lot of, you need to lick them anymore envelopes. I get the ones that have the little peel paper.
Yeah, that's a big one now. But, like, I remember at the time of when you were definitely licking envelopes.
Oh, yeah.
The licky part, some of them were sweet.
The early technology.
And then other ones were disgusting and horrific and terrible. And the worst was when you licked one and you got a paper cut on your tongue.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate. Ugh. You just brought back every bad memory with that one.
These just got worse and worse. They changed that? I see.
Oh. I haven't watched Seinfeld in a very long time.
We call it a extract penguin. I think that's why Mars was a little confused. Vanilla extract smells awesome, but it tastes bad.
Oh, vanilla extract. That's amazing.
That's what it smells amazing.
That's why it goes in all the baking.
Horrific.
You can't eat it straight up though.
Yeah, it needs sugar.
It's got to be baked.
That's the problem. It needs sugar.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. We call it extract. I think that's why Mars was a little confused there.
Confused and confused because of the brain fuzz and the brain fuse. But I see what you're talking about.
Oh, it was
Penguin.
a reference? I once heard a story about... Nah, I'm not gonna... A terrible story about somebody getting a paper cut, and it had, like, cockroach eggs on the envelope, and it was like, yeah, okay, we don't need this. Horrible.
Why? How did they not notice the cockroach eggs?
Well, that's good,
when they picked up the envelope?
They were small. They're small.
And they didn't figure it out until later? They're not microscopic.
I don't know how big they are. They're not big. Yeah, no, really body horror.
Yeah,
I never licked an envelope after that. I never licked an envelope after that.
Glue sticks all the way.
Oh, I would lick my finger.
All the way.
I would lick my finger and drag it across the thing. Because then you couldn't get a paper cut out of it.
Amazing. You know what you sign up for when you come to these streams.
Yeah,
y'all are eating during our stream. What the hell?
Well, there's two options in a Mars and Ori stream. You get hungry because they start talking about food, or you get disgusted because they start talking about some gross shit.
There is no in between.
Yeah, a Q-tip or something. Yeah. Never ate glue.
Nope. Never eat glue. I did like peeling glue off. That was fun as a kid. Yeah, but Dylan's a very specific brand of he will gross you out, of the sexual variety. We go for a different approach.
Hold on.
Yeah, exactly, Penguin.
No, I've lost it.
Oh no. The train has left the station. Can someone explain to me why when kids were trying to eat glitter glue today?
Yeah,
I had to
looks
stop
like
them.
sparkly candy? I don't know.
I tell them straight up, this is glitter glue. We put it on the paper. We put it on the snowflake. Okay, straight to mouth. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, no.
Okay, but Penguin, which one of us is the most problematic? There's 2 of us on screen right now.
It's Dylan. If you don't say it's Dylan, he's very upset.
This is important for
He will
statistics.
come into this room and he will be very upset. He got so upset when you guys didn't say he was the most problematic that one time.
Ooh. You don't want to make Dylan sad right before Christmas, do you guys?
Okay.
That'd be so mean.
Guard 1, you being flat as a board is making my life very difficult.
That man has no cake. What the fuck?
He's not.
Bro,
he ain't caked up. He flat.
Day.
He ain't lifting shit.
He wears it like a badge of honor, Bass.
Yeah, he wears it like a badge of honor. Dylan is the, like, epitome of that meme where it's like, some people cross the line, some people don't cross the line, some people toe the line, you use the line as a fucking jump rope. That's Dylan.
Yes.
Without question.
Oh, very much so.
He was once told by an adult, when he was in high school, he was once told by, like a professor, basically, that he likes to find the line so he can go right up to it constantly.
And he does. You guys have witnessed it.
That is his
stream.
method, 100%.
That's just the way it goes. Every time.
Flat of the feet. Oh, I remember what I wanted to ask.
There's no bakery.
I haven't asked for chat. Yeah, I'll ask it.
Chat.
I don't know if
Get
your
those ears
opinion will
ready.
matter very much, not gonna lie, but I'll ask it, because I'm curious. Okay, I'm curious your opinion on the matter. Will it matter to be decided? But, the question is, so I am participating in that Ace Attorney bingo. It ends in March, so it's coming up.
I'm supposed to be doing that too.
Yeah, you are supposed to be doing that too.
Damn
Are you
it.
gonna
Okay.
apply to this zine with me? You should please apply to the Ace Attorney zine with me.
I think I'm going to. I
You
was
should
very
do it.
tempted, yes.
It's specifically about the original trilogy, and it's like a real, like, I think you're doing some with the Gachiakato ones that are like real full applications, but this one definitely is like a real full application. It will be made into a physical zine for charity, and I'm like, I want so bad. I want
that's
so
awesome.
bad to be a part of something like this.
I'm still waiting to hear back about the Gachiakato zine. The app's finally closed, so they're gonna
Okay,
they're
but
gonna
they
announce
were-
it in a few days, and I'm hoping my fingers
it's
are still
gonna
crossed
be
because I want it so bad.
like a physical thing, though, right? Unlike the Dungeon Meshi one we did was like very much just for funsies.
Yeah, ours was digital.
Yeah.
Our first one. Yeah, Gachiakato is physical, and Ace Attorney is physical too.
Yeah, it's gonna be physical with merch and shit, and like, oh, so much stuff. Yeah.
That's fun.
And if it does
That's
really
the
well,
inciting incident, stealing
contributors
his cake.
might get to make their own, like, get one for free. Would be cool.
Fuck yeah!
But I'm totally gonna buy one anyway. Like, if like either way, I want
same.
one. But
I was considering signing up for that.
the Ace Attorney one, yeah.
Yeah.
You get a whole year to do it, and you get to work on like a specific case, which is really cool. So,
Ooh, do they
'cause
assign it to you?
so you basically will get to like offer which 3 you want to do, and you'll get like one of those in theory, so that everybody gets one they did want, but you know, obviously, it's not like fighting or anything. That was like the method I think it went with. But so it's the original trilogy only, no
Well, it looks
spoilers.
like they're still doing the interest check.
they're
for
still doing
now.
the interest check right
applications
now.
aren't until later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I should like this immediately.
Yes, I liked it immediately.
Okay. I can fix
but
that
so,
and start following
Back
them.
to the
question.
yes, back to the question that may or may not matter. So we're doing the bingo. Now, the way my understanding with the bingo is that you basically just get to do whichever ones you want in whatever order you want to get a bingo, you know? So, like, you can pick whichever way you want, blah, blah, blah. I think that's 1, too easy. 2, I'm never gonna manage to do this way with all the choice. You know, Ori needs a little bit of a kick for shit like this. So, and if Mars wants to participate too, it could be fun. Because she has this different bingo card, but technically, like, bingo cards all look the same, just what's in her squares are different, so this would work. My idea is we randomly basically roll for it.
Ooh,
which
I'm down
square
for that.
we do, so that getting a bingo is a random. And we still have to do it for the things, you know, and we'll get scattershot and eventually get a bingo, so it's a little more random. We might have to do more. Now, the question that I was between was doing this on stream or doing it as, like, speed paint TikToks, basically, with voiceovers. And the voiceover may or may not at least have an attempt to be by Dylan. He's kind of not sure what he would do for it, but I think he could be funny about it. He may try one if we do it that way. I'm debating. Part of me is like, I will only do it if it's on stream, in the sense of, like, it makes time for me to do it.
And we literally have a segment called Making Time.
Yeah, exactly. But then the other part of me is like, there's other making time shit I want to do. I got other shit I gotta make time for. Like finishing the fucking Death of Me animatic, because Allie's on the last fucking case.
Ooh, that one's gonna be the death of you.
Ha ha ho ho. I'm so close. It's like basically done in the planning phase, and then it's just cleanup. Really liked how I did OC-tober. Yeah, it'd be by, like, OC-tober. I mean, I am the god of creating time itself. I'm the artist.
This is very true.
I created time itself. I also liked how I did OC-tober, Allie. I have to check exactly the, like, the rules again to see, like, how finished they have to be or not. Let me check that right now. Yeah, exactly. I can't ignore you and do the other thing.
This is true. Not beholden to any one way.
It's Mars. How dare Mars go around liking my shit?
I'm sorry.
It's always.
I happen to be on Tumblr, and I'm like, oh, let me like this, let me like this, let me like this, got like that, got like that. No, I literally batch like and batch comment Ori's stuff.
But then she always gets me so hyped because it's like, shit.
That's my job as your bestie. I'm supposed to hype you up.
Okay, what was I doing, Mars? I was looking at the Ace Attorney bingo. I hate love and appreciation. I know. I can't believe it. I'm evil, remember, Bass? That's why.
I know, right?
Okay, what counts as a fill? Fills may include any combination of a fic of 200
so
words.
Uncaring.
Art, fanvid.
Wait, a fic of 200 words?
Yeah, 200 plus words. Yeah. It can be a really
200, that's
thing.
So easy.
That's what it says, yeah. There's a lot of things, Mars.
200 is like 3 paragraphs.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit you would have to do, Mars. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 24 things you would have to do to fill up a whole thing. They don't want to make it crazy.
Ori, I just wrote 10 pages for one Gachiakuto whip and 5 pages for another. This is child's play!
The only requirement is that it's made with love. Alright, so if it's child's play, Mars, then mine will be like Ace-tober level.
Okay. I'm probably gonna end up at least 300, 500.
Yeah, so that's spending an hour on it, is what I'm doing. Yeah.
Pretty much.
So that's what we're doing. Shake on it. 3 very hot and sweaty paragraphs.
Shake through the screen. Shake through the screen.
Yep, 3 legs for Mars. Yep, she was on. You could tell she was on Tumblr.
Because I'll be honest, I rarely go on Tumblr. I'm mostly just there to like update the
If I'm
Folding
being
Planets
honest, I
page
really
and then
go
update
on
my own
any
stuff if I
social
remember.
media. I'm so bad about being a content creator. I just create content.
I'm more of an Instagram person. And even then, I'm usually on my own private one, because that's where all my fan art shit and folders are, and not my Lore of Mars one.
Yeah.
I probably should go on my Lore of Mars one more, because I'll probably be less depressed on that one, to be honest.
I should honestly just make sure I keep
My
fucking
main page
posting
has
on
so much
shit.
political crap, I'm just like, ugh, now I'm sad.
Allie! Fucking post your shit on Tumblr so I can reference it in my goddamn posts! Allie, please! Allie, I talk about your goddamn characters, and there's nothing for people to look at!
There's a pastry
On your
post,
thing.
gotta like that, gotta like that. There's a Canadian Lucifer post, gotta like that. Ooh, these Twisted Wonderland boys
Yeah,
are cool.
let us
pastry.
reblog your shit! Let us talk about your art! I wish to make sure more people, my 45 subscribers, know about your Blorbos. The Canadian Lucifer probably has a way
shit.
bigger following. What?
Ashwood on my main, let's go!
Oh yeah.
That is quite lovely. I'm gonna send that to you, Ori.
Canadian Lucifer and Pastry. Well, definitely Canadian Lucifer. I don't see any
officially liked
posts from
everything.
Pastry, but Canadian Lucifer uses Tumblr like Tumblr was used back in the day, 100%.
It gives very nostalgic vibes, and
It
I'm
does.
here for
It does. Ah, yes, Twisted
They
Wonderland.
do seem like cuties, Pastry Puff.
Pastry Puff. Pastry Puff. I have a recommendation for you. Pastry Puff, read the webtoon Cinderella Boy. It takes a minute, okay? At the beginning, it's a little wonk, it's a little stilted. It is, okay?
Good, let the
But
peer
I
pressure
highly
win, Allie.
recommend. The art style, love. The lore, surprisingly, like, really cool. It's a slow burn BL, but not in the way where I'm, like, anxious and annoyed all the time. Like, it's like, I'm anxious for other reasons. It's enemies to lovers in a really nice way. They talk about shit pretty fast, if I'm being honest. Like, in my opinion, like, it's not, like, dragged out where they just won't fucking communicate. And the fucking outfit design is incredible. They all slay, or they don't slay, and that's the point, because there's jokes and shit. And it's really fun. Yes, it's called Cinderella Boy. It's on
Cinderella
Webtoon.
Boy.
It's
Ori's
by-
making me read it too.
Yes, I fell in love really fast. Okay, again, the beginning is a little stilted. Yeah, Mason, I think Tumblr's a nice, chill place,
I think it's
if
safe
I'm being
to say that
honest.
Cinderella Boy is Ori's Gachiakuta.
It really
I
is
think
right
it's
now.
very safe
Mars got
to
into
say.
Gachiakuta. I'm over here in Cinderella Boy. I fucking updated today, and I'm like, immediately, I'm like, he fucking slays. They fucking slay. The fucking direction of the outfits is insane. Like, I need to know how they fucking do it. Like, please, if you like fairy tale, and again, okay, so Pastry Puff, a lot of times the webtoons that are based on like fairy tales will be very like explicitly based on fairy tales, to the sense of like, this is obviously a retelling of Cinderella and nothing else. What they do in Cinderella Boy is, well, yes, they do have that to a certain extent, especially at the beginning. They do end up branching into, this is an obvious parody of the vibe of this type of children's book. Like, for my example, they have one, and it's about where it's the princess's cat. And it is the main character is the princess's cat. And it's like, oh, all the told from the animal's point of view stories, right? But like, at least in my knowledge, it's not like a very specific thing, right? There's one that's definitely like a goof on like Unikitty, My Little Pony, like all of that sort of stuff, but it's not explicitly.
That sounds entertaining. We like a subtle reference around here.
Really fun. I really like it. Like I said, the like antagonist twists have been on fucking point. I count 3 of them? 3 of them, question mark? I think it's 3 main ones that I was like, oh, and I was like, oh my god. Really good shit. Really good shit. I was so
I do believe
anxious.
There is stuff for game devs, Willow. I'm sure there is.
I was so anxious for one of the arcs, and I was like, oh my god, in like a good way. Like, the suspense was hella. I'm really enjoying the one right now. Like I said, the outfit design is incredible. I really do like it. I really highly recommend. It definitely starts out, like I said, you do have to like get into it, like you do have to push through a little bit. The dialogue I did find to be a little bit still to that beginning, and it takes like a minute or 2 to pick up, but like I do think the premise will hit you as being pretty intriguing right away. Really fun, really cool. I can't recommend it enough. I'm loving it. I am spending all of my fucking coins or whatever on being up on it solely. I'm really sad, and this is why I like feel bad that I'm not good at posting on social media, because I'm over here like, wow, I love this art and artists and art style so much that like, please, I need to follow all their shit, and then they don't post anything, and I'm like, no!
Oh no!
Shit. Get me my shit! And so I'm over here like, fuck, that's me though, dog. Fuck, that's me.
That is
me. I'm being the one not giving anybody any shit.
Damn, you saw yourself in the mirror.
I did. I fucking called myself out for me. And I feel bad. I'm sorry, I'm ranting and raving about this one. Like, I have not thought about a webtoon like this hard in a long time.
It's been
in the
a
sense
while.
of like in the sense of like obviously it doesn't like consume my every waking thought, but the idea of like, I am thinking about it, like I will remember it, like just out and about in my day of just existing and be like, oh yeah, let me think about how lovely these characters
I'd like
look.
to catch up on that. Oh yeah, I like that character.
Yeah,
vibe.
or like, what the fuck, I like saw something on Pinterest and I was like, oh my god, imagine the Cinderella, oh my god, I was having a time. Having such a time, man.
Ooh,
Yes.
any advice on how to panel stuff, Ali asks. I'm thumbnailing some pages and struggling.
Yes, so the one you're looking for is called Infinite Scroll
condolences,
Alley.
Canadian Lucifer.
That is what the main comic of Outcast is. I would probably not do it for any comics we ever do in the future ever again. Not because I don't like it, solely because it does cause effort into being put into other formats, which are more important to us at this stage. It makes it very easy to make the comic that actually goes up on the internet, but to make, like, you know, books and even, like, the dub and everything is kind of an annoyance. So how do you thumbnail paneling? The one, I do highly recommend watching some of the Starfish Face videos on comics.
I find we all get a special fixation around this time of year.
It's just good shit.
It always happens, without fail.
Well, hopefully we'll finish it Friday, guys. Hopefully we'll finish the last 2 endings, because we only need to do the last day in 2 different ways, to my understanding is.
I think we can do that
which should be really easy, because I've saved every single day. I'm so glad. Allie, that is the podcast that Mars and I are going to create. Mars and I are creating a podcast. I will show sneak peeks of that in a second.
Yes. Oh, they came out so good.
We're creating
I'm
a
so
podcast on the
Allie,
Folding
please
Planets
let me
channel.
know when you start watching Gachi Akuta. I want to rant.
Yes, where we'll be mostly
And this
originally.
stuff is all spoilers, so I can't say anything.
What is spoilers? Right now?
Everything.
Oh. Well, we are at the
Everything
same
is
level,
spoilers.
right? You haven't watched last week's episode yet, right?
I am up to episode 21. I still need to watch 22.
Yeah, that's what I've watched as well.
You have watched 22.
No, I've watched 21.
Aha, okay.
Yeah, because 20 is where Engine comes in at the end of Rudo's thing.
Yes.
And then I watched 21. I have not watched 22, the one that came out this week.
I have not watched 22
but
either.
Yes, and it's going to be called Comsolation, where mostly we're talking about comics. It will eventually bleed out into other things. There's no question about that. I do want to start with a focus.
You guys will definitely
on
get a
webcomics
and Witch Hat Atelier breakdown soon.
And probably Phantom Busters and Gachiakuta and, all this sort of stuff. That's why I do so many things. Hey,
that's awesome, Bass.
Ooh.
I think it's always fun when you find someone who's into something like that.
Yes.
I was like, wow, I didn't think you were going to like this,
I'm
but
very
you do.
excited to read this fanfic if you are finished and willing. So
yeah, if you're actually doing that.
So it's called Phantom Busters Bass,
as in the manga Bass.
It's
There's
a manga.
3 volumes.
It's a manga. It is specifically a joke on Ghostbusters. They are exorcists. It's very shonen-y. It's just a fun, cute romp time. They're goofy, but I love them, and it's great. And they sold me in the first 4 chapters, so yeah, I am going.
They got the potential to be Blorbos.
Yeah, they do. They hit a certain way in the way. Like, I find it really intriguing. Like, it literally is the power of friendship in the sense of like, this guy needs to exercise things, but he can't see ghosts or hear ghosts. So he needs the guy that can see ghosts and the guy that can hear ghosts.
He can't exercise.
And the twink nerd from England. Literally.
Well, you gotta have a twink nerd from England. That's
good shit.
That's just necessary.
And I already love the mangaka. She did so I got the first volume for Christmas already.
Oh, nice.
Because Doug gave it to me, and he's in Florida now. So he couldn't give it to me on the day. And I had read all of the chapters of the first one online because I wanted to make sure I liked it first. Getting to see like the extra content was really fun. And one of them
I love that.
Is literally like the continuation of what happened after the freeze frame that is the cover of the manga. So the manga cover looks a certain way, and then at the end of the book, there's 2 panels that show them like falling, basically, because it's kind of a wonky like mid-action pose. And I think she wrote like, "We don't talk about this" or something like that. Like, we don't talk about the aftermath. Something, and I'm like, I already love you. You're great. You're great. Let's go. Have a lovely time.
That's how I feel about Kei Urana and the mangaka for Witch Hat Atelier. They just add these little extra details.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're great. You're awesome. I feel like you think about your characters the way I think about my characters.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
Friggin' vibe.
So what was I was doing something before we got here.
What the heck were we ranting about before?
Shit.
Cinderella Boy podcast. You were going to show off.
Yeah, but I was gonna do something before I showed off stuff. Dead plate. Thumbnailing. That's what. Going back to it. Thumbnailing.
Oh my God.
Oh, bring it back. Hold on.
Yes, we were being asked a comic corner.
I'm sorry,
question.
Allie. I'm sorry.
Comic corner question on comic corner night.
I needed my brain. I'm sorry, Allie. I'm sorry. Okay. Paneling. I'm gonna take a second. Thank you, Allie. I'm gonna take. I need a sippy.
Whew, I need a sippy too.
All right. Fantastic. Paneling.
Dang it, I'm almost out of water again.
The biggest first thing that I like to think about with paneling is that size matters. What does that mean? The bigger the panel, the longer somebody's going to look at it. Okay? So panel size equates to reading speed. So if you have a big, full establishing shot panel that's like a full page, people are gonna linger on it because it's important. It feels important. It feels interesting. I want to look at it longer. So it's going to make the pacing feel slower than when you have a bunch of little quick panels that makes it feel action fast. Okay? So it's like if I have a hand, a foot, a punch in the face, and they're all little tiny panels across the top, makes the movement feel very fast. But if I have large encompassing panels, it makes the thing feel slow. The biggest thing and the most important thing I need you to think about when thumbnailing is putting in your speech bubbles. Okay? Do not leave the speech bubble placement to the end. You will cover up shit you didn't want covered up. Make sure that while you
biggest pitfall
are paneling,
artists fall into,
that the speech bubbles have a place to exist. It doesn't have to be perfect right away. And a lot of people after the thumbnailing phase go immediately and put the words that belong in the speech bubble place in the speech bubble area to physically take up the space that they will be immediately. Bless you. Stop it. Why? Jesus Christ. My
I'm
Lord.
sorry, the heater came on. It's blowing shit in my face.
Dylan can counter whatever. About.
Can you also use them to cover stuff you don't want to draw?
To an extent, Mason, they do take up space. But, like, if the thing you don't want to draw is important to the story, like, you know, it can't be behind the bubble. That's the whole thing. But, like...
I also feel like it's harder drawing half a picture than just completing it.
Not necessarily. But it is, like, if you have bubbles, they do take up space, so there is less background, period, right?
I'm sorry, Mason. I thought it was a question.
That, Allie.
I'm blaming my brain on that one.
Yeah. I must have read it as a question as well.
Oh, good. We both fucked up.
We both fucked
Yay.
up. Do I have... Okay, I think this has the thumbnails in it. I do not actually know. The other big things, Allie,
every hand. Life hacks.
Basically the same for anything. You want... Oh, I'm sorry. This is another one that happens with page comics. You need to make sure the flow is understandable. You don't want to look at the boxes and have somebody confuse what order you read them in. Right? So it's like... And especially the bubbles, too. Right? So it's like... Usually it's left to right, top to bottom. That's how you read, right? So that
Very
would make this bubble 1, 2, and then we go again back to the left, 3, 4, you know, all this sort of thing. And then because this one's connected, you wouldn't skip to this one. You come down, and then you get this one, and then you get down. But see, if this one was disjointed, I'd probably go to this one first and then this one, you know. But because I connected it, it's like this is one into the other. And then same here, you come down to here and immediately goes into this. So then if you want to look at all the words in the, you know, newspaper, because I fucking wrote words that are legible, you can do that after, but that's kind of the order. Trying to think of other things. Does this have the... Doesn't really... Does this have thumbnails? So I thought it did. Kind of, but not really. Oh, all the fucking... Fuck. Look at Milano's law degrees!
Whoa! Our boy's smart.
And I'm very happy with the little fucking thingies. He's smart in certain areas.
Yeah. Smart cookie.
But so you can see here, like, the panels were laid out with the speech bubbles, right? So it's like, okay, doop, doop, doop. And it makes sure that, like, this isn't covering his face or something. Or this isn't covering, like, the hand. He was doing the, you know, quotes, hand motion. It's not covering that, right? It's not covering any. The other thing you need to watch out for, is you want the bubbles to be mostly on the inside of the page. There is a, where is it? There is a border bleed when you do comics. So this is like an example. See, everything inside this red line is safe. Everything outside the red line has a risk of being hidden by stuff. So like this bubble slightly lips over. That means that there is a chance that area that's over the red line gets stuck in, say, like the fold of the paper, right? Or
Allie,
is cut
it
off
is all
in the
written.
cut.
It just needs to be arted.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's not all written.
Have a decent amount of Ace Attorney
There is a
AU
lot
written.
written. I just need to do it. Unfortunately, oh, here's little thumbnails. Like, I knew they were here somewhere. But yeah,
But it
so
does
you can
exist,
see.
rest assured.
The other thing you want to make sure you do, this is just a general comic thing. You want to make sure you have establishing shots. You want to make sure that, I think the star quote was like, you show a character's feet in a space, right? I don't think you have to do specifically that. As long as you zoom out enough.
In a space, it could be a crane view of the scene.
So you have this here with a zoomed out of them walking into the building as well, right? And then while you don't have Milano standing fully, you have Ferrex lounging fully, right? So that's his entirety in the space, right? Same with this. You have Milano kicking his feet up. That's his entirety in the space. They don't have to be like standing in the space, right? This is Ferrex and his whole scrunchy body is in the space, right? This whole thing. You see them with each other. You know, it's basically just like make sure they're not talking heads, right? So that's that sort of thing. I don't really have a lot of advice on specifically like beyond that, like, you know, why I chose this panel over this you know, like this. I kind of fit them in like a puzzle piece. I kind of take like a panel where it's like, okay, I know that like this one should be very vertical for Milano because he's upright and he's walking through a door, versus this one should be very horizontal for Ferrex because he's lying down on the couch, right? That makes sense. So then it's like, how do I fit the rest of the stuff into, you know, the rest of the space, right? And a lot of here, I have a lot of square, you know, they're all rectangular, but you can do odd shapes, you can do fancy shapes and stuff, but you don't want to do too many fancy shapes, right? You don't want to do...
Why is that?
It can get very confusing very fast. It doesn't have as much impact when you do it in future things. You do want to do it sparingly. Like, you keep in the motion and you want in your mind. Mind becomes black. I'm trying to put it in the squares. Okay. I believe I was talking about this. The shapes, they scare you. So, Allie, the way that I think about it, so my brain thinks in animation. Okay? So all of this is me imagining what it would look like animated, and then I'm basically picking the scenes out of that animation in my head of importance and putting them into the thing, right? So I imagined we have this establishing shot, and we see the name on the thing. It zooms out as we see them walking in, right? Now maybe in the animation I didn't I see them opening the door, right? But so, okay, I can imply that by the hand on the handle, right? Who's opening the door? And then it's like, we walk through the door and it's stretch, right? It's how the two boys walk through the door that instills personality, right? So, I needed how Ferrex walked through the door, how Milano walked through the door, right? Then it's, how did they go? They're going to sit down in the office, right? How did they sit down? Milano's sitting in the chair. Ferrex is plopping onto the couch, right? Like, so what motions do I need to see that? This was a funny little gag thing. We have it looking like a whiteboard, right? So it's this whole thing, and then it zooms out, and look, it's Ferrex at the whiteboard, right? This whole thing, haha, it's a funny gag. I didn't need the motion of Ferrex getting up to do the whiteboard. I can imply in my head that he got up and walked over to the whiteboard, but it is a little goofy. It's not supposed to be super realistic, these sort of things. That's how I'm imagining it. What is the parts where the lines would be most impactfully said? And then you just kind of use the shapes. I'm trying to think of how exactly, like what goes through my head exactly, right? Because to an extent,
that's
just
the hardest part is trying
to an extent with
break
color.
it
There is a
down.
level where it's like it just makes sense. This is just what I do. You know, like it's just how I do it. Allie, an interesting thing you could try, because this is technically how I learned how to do it, just in the order of events. What you could try is making it in a vertical infinite scroll, just originally, just to get the ideas out on paper, right? Just thumbnail it like a vertical scroll, like big, you know, like full size, but literally just draw a panel and then just sketch it, you know, like again, little fucking stick figure, dude, like nothing, you know, like again, nothing. And then take those panels and try to puzzle piece them in to a page and see how that works out. What maybe you would change, right? Maybe this has to go here. Maybe you need to add another panel because this has a blank space now, right? Maybe you have to do all this sort of thing. How does the you know, after doing that, how does the dialogue fit in and how do you do it? And that's like, you're going to take longer at the beginning. Okay, when I started out doing this with Mars, I was a slow poke. Slow as molasses. And I don't even thumbnail for Infinite Scroll because you don't really have to. Because you have a lot more space to work with, just in general. Yeah, comics and play stuff, Allie, the big thing to think about is, so the struggle I come up to a lot is that specifically Ferrix and Milano move a lot. They are characters that move a lot. So constantly in the animation in my head, I'm thinking they're circling people and they're going around and they're doing all the stuff and they're over here and they're up in there and they're whatever. And if you show too much of that motion, now it's slow, right? Now it's not happening while it's happening. You want to pace it out with the dialogue. I think that's the best way to put it. Pacing it out with the dialogue. What is being focused on in your head, in this animation in your head, as the dialogue's being spoken, right? What does the camera linger on? Is it a pan? Then you do the start of the pan and the end of the pan. Are you specifically focusing on how somebody's expression goes from shocked to happy, pretend? So you need the beginning and the end of that. But if you're not specifically showing a transition, you just need the shocked expression. I just need to show that he's shocked, right? You can see it here with this Ferrix one. Ferrix is reading the newspaper, whatever. They're talking, they're whatever. Suddenly, Ferrix fucking saw something in the newspaper. I don't need the before Ferrix saw something in the newspaper, zoom up, eye close. That's over here, right? I see him being nonchalant while talking with Milano. The tone of the dialogue is nonchalant while he's talking. You can infer certain things like that. So then the shocked, all I need is the shocked, like, because that's like a cue of what Milano saw to be like, what the fuck? And then it goes there.
It sets a tonal shift in the scene.
They do be schmoovin'. But if I put too many panels of them moving, Allie, it slows the whole thing down. I only put a lot of panels for Ferrix in certain cases when he's doing parkour because I'm specifically enunciating, for lack of a better term, that part. I'm focusing on it because that's like, because I think about it that while we are in third person in a comic, it's still mostly focused on what Hotsun sees, right? If that makes sense. You need to see Hotsun for the audience to understand what Hotsun's going through, but a lot of the focus is what Hotsun is viewing, if that makes any sense. So having a lingering shot of a whole 3 mid poses of Ferrix jumping off the thing onto the boat is important to show that, like, Hotsun is looking at that, right? Like, it's a major thing. Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you.
But
only during that time.
Well, it has been an unpaired word, Bass, but I will say nowadays people do use chalant. We're trying to make chalant a thing.
We are. I think we succeeded.
No unpaired words when you read fan fiction, exactly. But yeah, Allie, I would try that out. My biggest advice, and my biggest advice for any of this, for any of you doing anything creative ever, but specifically with thumbnail type work, is you need to just fucking do it. And what I mean by that is...
Ain't that always the lesson at the end of the day?
Like, I'm trying to... The example that I have is this whip that I was doing for Paper Demon that I shared for you guys. This one. Okay, this I was dreading. In the sense of I had a very clear vision of how I wanted the vibe of this piece to look, right? I had a very clear idea of the vibe I wanted to evoke from this piece, but I was nervous by the fact that it would involve a high level of skill, of technical skill, and thus I was nervous about it, right? And so I basically had to kind of like fortify myself internally and just fucking do thumbnails, right? Just fucking figure out thumbnails. And I struggled. There were I think this is the fourth one I finally settled on here. This was the fourth one that I did. That was finally like, oh, this one actually kind of hits, but I'm still nervous because they look like blobs. And it's like, no, or you just gotta go in and you just gotta slightly refine the blobs. This is slightly refined blobs. This is not done because Ricky is doing nothing yet, but this is only slightly refined blobs.
What prompt is this for, dare I ask?
This is for the avant-garde Ursayer crater rescue mission.
Well, now I gotta do that one. Fuck, I gotta rescue in the crater, and I'm with the team now.
Canadian Lucifer, you're doing better than me. They look great. I really want to participate in this fucking paintbrush thing, but I have yet to make myself able. But like it literally is a push through and just do it. I'm gonna say, Allie, this seems intimidating, and I know it's intimidating because I did it before. But I'm gonna tell you, at a certain point, I think timers are your friend. And what I mean by that
deadlines
is you
can
not even
help,
deadlines. I'm talking about,
but they force you to kind of like be content, if that makes sense.
You need
like
to
it's
learn
almost like
how
training yourself.
You basically need to learn, and this is, I think, a very important skill for anyone that wants to do anything long form, like especially comics, but also like little indie animation stuff, is that it will never be perfect. The shows that you like are not perfect. You know, fucking look at Jujutsu Kaisen, came out half finished, right? You know, all this sort of shit. They're not perfect. Everything can find animation errors. That is like half of the cinema sins. Yeah, cinema sins is fucking thing, is finding the little tiny animation errors that you would never ever know
going to be perfect.
That you would never ever notice. You, the viewer, never notice. But this person who decided to fucking go by it frame by frame figured it out, right? Like, who the fuck cares? But also moments that are integral, that are so heartfelt and heartwarming in animation are also mistakes. The fucking hiccup with the Toothless moment, the fucking mistake that Toothless stuttered before touching, that was an animation error. Everybody fucking loves it though. It's so powerful and meaningful. It's a fucking mistake.
Wait, what moment?
When Hiccup turns away and reaches his hand out for Toothless to touch his nose to it, Toothless does a little hesitation moment. That's an animation error. He was not supposed to hesitate.
I never knew that.
However, the hesitation has so much meaning.
It makes the scene better, though.
Exactly. And so
that's also funny too, because sometimes people can take like your errors and be like, oh, this has meaning.
Yeah, exactly. And again, like half the time, you
Happy
don't fucking
accidents,
notice
we
that,
call them.
you know, that inconsistency in the somebody holding the thing or not. And even if you do, you don't really care. You know, like when you get to something the level of like High Guardian Spice has issues, that is a point where it's like, this is egregious. You know, we're not talking about egregious. We're talking about, like, I challenge you, Allie, I really do, because this did a lot for me, to look
We're not saying let go of quality
the
control.
artists. No, don't let go of quality control, but admit that it will, like, but accept that it will not be perfect, and some quality control is, yeah, it's good enough, right?
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, and I think this is very important, because this was very important to me.
This is enough that a non-artist, everyday, random average Joe will look at it and think it's incredible.
My biggest inspiration, Allie, is looking at artists that specifically comic artists. It's very important that you do it to comic artists and not, like, we're talking indie web comic artists. It's very important that you do this. Who you think have quote unquote
always study the
made
style you are trying to emulate, you guys.
But go to indie webcomic artists that you feel have quote unquote made it, right? So for me, it's Star Pritchett of the Starfish Face, it's Red from OSP, right? It's Crimson Chains. They all do their creative work as their job, right? So that means that a lot of people fucking like their shit, right? Like, that's period, without question. If you look at their work, especially their earlier work on their comics, okay, there are, and you really, like, you're not reading it at this point, you are inspecting it, you will very quickly see errors, mistakes, laziness, for lack of a better term, right? Where that hand is wonk and they just left it, right? This hand is, there is an, there's an artist,
common than you
they're
think.
called, Scragony, I think they made Tied in Red and Tangled in Red webcomics that I really liked that were about the red string and all this stuff. Their art is not the most immaculate thing ever. It is very loose, very sketchy, very blah, 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 all over the place. And yet they have a large following. They do a lot of stuff and the story is great. Okay? It's not perfect either. Okay? You know, a lot of people talk about, oh, like, be careful of spelling errors and stuff. I come across comics I love and they have weird wonky translation shit, or like that didn't sound right. I literally just talked about Cinderella Boy, and Cinderella Boy's concept won me over first, and literally at the beginning I'm like, wow, this is kind of stilted dialogue wise, but it got better because that is the medium of webcomics, is it will get better. That's just how life works. You cannot remain the same by doing the thing you want to do. You will improve at it. But also look at other ones, like a bunch of Webtoon originals. Again, people being paid on a platform to do this work have pretty drastic style changes in between seasons. And you can tell that, unfortunately, it's likely because they're being pushed a lot to do a lot of work. But the point is that it's still good. Like, you're still enjoying it. I still read it, right? Oh, season 1 and season 2 may look, you know, less polished because it's like, oh, they're definitely having to speed along in this one or something. But like Castle Swimmer, you go back to those first episodes and it looks wildly different. And you don't remember that. You don't remember that. That's not sitting here in your brain constantly like, oh, it was so bad originally. You liked it at the beginning and you like it now. You know, and so like those were the biggest things that I had to like take and be like, wow, these people that quote unquote made it, right? These people that are making their living from this work, these people that are, you know, have tons and tons of people following, making their own fan for art for this stuff, have these errors, have this growth, have this fuck it, we need to move on moments, you know, in their things that you didn't notice when reading it. And I think that's such an important thing to look at, because they classically say, you know, you're your worst critic. And you always will be, because you innately will know what is wrong, right? just like how they talk about when you're writing, you need to make sure that other people understand because you know you hold all the cards, right? So you innately will understand everything, but somebody else may not because they technically don't hold all the cards.
Versus readers'
exactly
is a
and
funny,
that is
funny
what
thing.
is working for you when it comes to the art, because they are not nitpicking all the things. Okay, I specifically do not point out the parts to anybody but maybe Mars that I really hate. Because I don't want you to be drawn to them or look at them. I know that you are likely to miss them, and if you didn't, I don't want to know about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to know about it.
And let it be noted that anytime I call Ori out on stream, like, oh, Ori, you missed a line, that's mostly teasing and something that can be fixed very quickly.
And no, that's always like an actual error of like, oh shit, his fucking pants aren't there. Like...
Yeah, that probably actually does need to be fixed.
Yeah, that does need to. Or, oh, Ori, his line that I needed to color is not here. Or, oh, Everett has two arms or some shit. Yeah. So,
but that's what we mean. There's a balance between like quality control and then let it lie.
Yes, indeed. Happy Festivus for the rest of us.
Yes.
And the other thing, Allie, though, is like, I have specifically let continuity errors lie because they don't matter to the storytelling. We are winning, Microwave. We are.
Count the number of times that Hotsun's
No, don't do it. Don't count
sizes.
No, we're just talking about not counting.
That's a me error.
It's anybody's error. We're talking about not counting.
This is what we say. We let it lie.
But it's like, oh, whatever. There's levels where it's like, this is not important. Like I said, I don't want to draw attention to
Milano doesn't have pants. Oh no.
Oh,
I think we're winning, Microwave Tree.
It was unintentional, definitely.
Oh no. Milano without pants, how sad. He's just a Ken doll.
But yeah. So, Allie, like, I really can't stress enough. Your first comic will not be as good as you want it to be. Like there is no world
is never the best.
There is no world where it will be 100% the vision you had. Now, I'm a stubborn bitch, and Outcast will finish over my cold dead hands. But there are certainly things in it that I wish I did differently. And that is knowledge we will take into the next comic. And that is knowledge we will have into the future. Because what we like to do is tell stories this way. So it'll never stop. But they're not egregious to the point where it's ruining the story. And it's certainly not all this other stuff. Blah, 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 blah. We're still gonna finish it. It's still good. We still like it. You guys still like it, right? Like, we have plans for it and all this sort of stuff and a whole thing. But that doesn't mean that we think this is our magnum opus, right?
No.
And it never was going to be. And we knew that going in.
I don't think anything would be our magnum opus, because then that would mean, like,
well, that's it. Well, I joke that the abridged is our magnum opus, and the next one will be the next magnum opus.
That's Dylan's magnum opus.
Hey, I did a lot of work on those.
Oh, there's a moo? I want a moo.
They're so adorable. Oh, I love them.
Where be the moo?
There's the little hand out emoji. I need the give emoji.
Oh, how cute!
This give.
Moo always looks so happy.
Moo does always look so happy.
I friggin' love Moo.
We stand Moo.
Where's the yum? I need the yum. Art has been consumed.
I'm glad, Ellie. And if it helps at all, I really want to see it too. And there is no world where I will not like it. Okay, like I physically cannot imagine a world where I do not like what you put any attempt into making. You like these
I'm very
characters
curious
so
to
much.
see where the story
You've
goes.
put in all of this effort. I'm very intrigued. Same with Canadian Lucifer's stuff. It's like, oh, you obviously, like, the love of the characters is so strong that it's like, yes, I want to know what happens.
Yeah. Anyone creating in chat,
Yeah.
keep going.
I want to
for
know
it.
what happens. If you love what you do,
Give us answers.
somebody else will like it. It might not be
Yes.
thousands of people. It might not be even hundreds of people. It will be worth it if you enjoy it.
That circles back around to our rant about Apothecary Diaries, because clearly the author loves to write mysteries, which we love reading about when we read her mysteries.
Yeah.
But she hates writing about romance, so we hate reading her romance.
Exactly.
You want to know what happens to Canadian Lucifer? You gotta workshop it. You gotta workshop it. You start playing with those characters. You start putting them in situations. Think about what they do. Guys, you want to know my biggest secret to figuring out what these characters will do? Maladaptive daydreaming. I got a playlist, I got music, and I imagine scenarios and how these characters would react and what they would say. That is how most of Ferrix's Hangout arc was written, which I think is my favorite of the Hangout arcs.
It is the longest.
Well, yeah, it does show.
They got progressively
when I do
longer.
enjoy writing something, things do get progressively longer. Hi, 10-page fan fiction. Oops.
I mean, how oops really is? We're not really an oops.
It's a little bit of an oops because I stayed up till 2 a.m. doing it all last week.
Ooh, that part is the oops.
That's a
That's
little
why
bit of
you're
an oops.
sick.
That's probably a bit of an oops. Oh, I was sleeping like shit last week. It was
Yeah,
so bad.
this is all your fault, is all I'm hearing.
Yeah, it was bad. I've seen that one pastry. We got vibes. What about the plot? We got vibes. And I'll say this. When you are drafting, not fully writing, not the completed thing, because editing comes later. When you are drafting, vibes can help get you through. If you have a particular mood you want the scene to be, if you have a particular tone you're trying to convey, or even if you just have a line of dialogue where you're like, I can imagine the characters saying that. Now I'm going to build a story around this piece of information. Guys, that is how this 10-page fanfic came to life, okay? I had an idea for something a character would say. I wrote a blurb, and I was like, okay, I'm going to build a paragraph on top of it. I'm going to build a paragraph on the bottom of it. Now I'm going to build something around it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Sometimes that can get you through to the next step.
Nothing requires you to write linearly.
No, I do not write linearly. I jump all over the freaking place because sometimes I have an idea
Even with the
for
comic.
an earlier scene, and sometimes I have an idea for a later scene. And it doesn't matter what order it happens in. The one thing I got to make sure is everything comes together in the end in a structural way that makes sense.
Yep.
That's my main job. As long as everything checks out, continuity is there, we got a beginning, middle, and end that makes chronological sense without any consistency errors, we're Gucci. You could jump all around
Ooh,
if you want.
there you go, Willow. That's good advice. Using established
Yeah.
story structure can definitely help.
Absolutely.
So that would be another thing to do, Allie. You want to write a mystery? Do research on the structure of how a mystery novel is written, right?
Or reread some of your favorite mysteries and find out what did you like about those mysteries.
Or
what did they do that
it doesn't
you
even have to be
enjoyed?
your favorite. Read a new one, because I can't reread books. I'm bad at that. I do not like doing it. I remember too much when it happens.
I'm the rereader around here.
With a book, I remember too much when I start doing it because I've really absorbed a book because, you know, that's how your brain works. The reading makes you absorb it better. That, like, while reading it, like, oh shit, it's all flooding back. I know literally every word on the page. And it's like, now this is not fun. I can't do this again. But
Baz?
even read a new one and just think about If you liked it, why did you like it? If you didn't like it, why didn't you like it? You know, all that sort of, what could have been done better, different, all this sort of blah, blah, blah.
Bess, I literally pace my hallway in the dark at night, all the lights off, so I could just, like, zone out and think about a script. Ooh, magical girl OCs. Just gonna go write some right now. This is making me realize if I keep waiting until I have plot, I'm never gonna have my plot. Yes.
Yes.
See, plot doesn't always come to you. You make the plot.
Yes. That's why I hate you cannot wait for motivation
into that plot.
You make
you really
motivation happen. Okay?
And sometimes you will get struck by motivation. Sometimes you will get that urge
you can't
of,
wait
wow,
around
I got
for
that
it.
itch to write. But you're definitely, yeah, exactly.
You can't rely on that to do it. And I will say, most of the time when you lock in is when you've already started trying to force yourself to lock in.
It really is. It really is. Daydream pacing is so good. I love doing it. That's how I got most of my AMVs done back when I did that on YouTube. It's like, okay, I got the clips in my head. Now I just gotta imagine them to the music. Now I gotta imagine what transitions I would use.
I definitely don't daydream pace. I may do the slightly more dangerous version and daydream dry.
Oh, yeah, I've fallen into that category as well.
It works for me.
Especially, one of the issues is now, sorry, Ori.
No, go.
I find myself doing that more because I have the route memorized. So it's like, I could zone out a little bit.
I find it works for me because I technically don't, like, I technically have a version of, like, the aphantasia, I guess, where I'm, like, I'm not actually seeing things, but, like, I always explain it that I am seeing things, just not in the way that you describe when you're seeing things. It's a very weird experience to try and describe. Every human experience is wild, man. But so it's like, I'm definitely not visualizing anything, so in the way that would obstruct my view of the road. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
No, I think I see that too, because like
when you
I feel the vibe. I feel the vibe, and I feel like, I don't know if you do this, but when I imagine these scenarios or I imagine a line, my face matches how I would imagine the character's face to look during
definitely
that
if I'm drawing
like
something,
I will act it out, or I'll like if the character stamps their foot, I'll stamp my foot, like little things like that.
Definitely when I'm drawing, I will make the faces and I will feel the feelings. But it's like, I try to describe the, like, when they tell you to picture an apple, I definitely don't see the apple in the way that people describe you seeing the apple, but I feel like I see the apple. Does that make, that's the best way I can describe it.
I think so.
I am certainly not actually seeing an apple, like when people describe actually seeing an apple.
No, I'm not seeing it in front of my eyes. I'm seeing it in my head.
Telling me that I am seeing the apple.
In my head. I can get a character to take a bite of the apple in my head.
But I'm not actually seeing it.
It's not in front of my eyes. I can still see what I'm looking at. It's just in my head.
It's like, it's there, but it's not there. In the way that they're like, again, it's like the vibe of feeling that I see the apple.
It really is.
That's all I can get. It's to start the interaction over again.
Oof.
That'll happen to me, but in the way of like the driving takes too much brain power, and then I like miss like the section of the song, and it's like, no, fucking start over.
Go back. I will literally have that moment. The one downside about pacing in the hallway is sometimes I'm interrupted and it scares the crap out of me. Because I'm just pacing in the dark. I got my headphones on. I'm vibing. And then all of a sudden I just see a shadowy silhouette in the hallway. I'm just like, ah!
Yeah, no.
How dare! Was that the good part?
It's very much a, like, I spiritually see the apple. Like, it's really hard to describe. Because every time those shit comes up and it's like, oh, if you can't see the apple, like, exactly like you're looking at the apple, like, that's a version of the thing. Like, both, and it's like, I am like seeing the apple, but not like, like I'm seeing
and I can do things with it. But The eye is in my brain.
Yeah, the apple is
Does that
in
make
my
sense?
spirit. Yeah,
The
exactly.
apple is inside. It is not in front of my eyes.
Thank you, Bess. I'm glad I'm not
does
because
feel
it's like,
like a
oh, it's like
hallucination.
so you don't see anything, and it's like, yes, but no, I feel like I'm seeing something, but I'm not actually seeing anything. Like I don't. It's wide. You vibe with the apple. Yeah, exactly, jiving.
We have rotating spiritual
Ever been
apple
able
now.
to visualize in your mind? We can certainly imagine sounds. That's pretty wild, Willow. That's wild. I can
Ooh.
definitely hear sounds and smells.
Yeah.
But again, it's in like this spiritual
I can visualize
sense.
sounds.
It's very because like, you know, I took organic chemistry and like 90% of that is like to be good at that, you have to visually rotate the shit in your mind. And I could do that, but not in the way of like I'm actually looking at a thing. I am spiritually rotating it in my mind. Like that is the best way to describe it. I am spiritually
I think
looking
they say
at
that
things.
people who are able to do that are very like spatially aware. Like they have a very good idea about like, perception,
I can
spatial
measure
awareness.
things visually very well. I'm like, oh, that's like a foot. And they're like, no, it's not. And then it's like 11 and a half inches. And it's like, yes, it is a foot.
Bitch, yes, I can.
For my job, I am literally measuring circumferences of trees with my eyes. Diameters, technically. Diameters of trees with my eyes. Originally, I am using the tape measure, but then at a certain point, it's like, it feels, and it's also, it's very much that feels like 12 inches. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a very, and this happens to me with identifying trees as well. It's a very like, again, for lack of a better word, like spiritual thing where it becomes so innate that it's like, I can't explain. It just is.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's like, it gets to a certain
That's
point
the
where it's
biggest
like,
problem is
my
like, I
body
don't know
just
how to explain
knows
this without sounding nuts.
that tree feels like it's a 10-inch diameter tree. Right,
Well, see, that's the thing where it's like you've gained so much experience doing it. It's like now it's second nature. You don't have to think about it.
Going on a pilot, yeah.
The silk
We
song,
now have the
please.
rotating spiritual apple.
Ow, 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 ow. Ow, woo.
Yeah,
A
Allie.
ring.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, exactly. It's very much it's like the scent of being able to visualize something, but it's definitely not what they describe. Like same with like the having the voice in your head. It's like yes but no. Like I definitely
See,
it is not
that one's interesting for me because and I think this is why I've started leaning more toward dubs for shows now. Is that honestly writing the dialogue for these Gachi
purpose,
Yakuza
I
fan
think,
fictions
maybe best.
was made pretty easy because I could envision how their voice actors would sound. It's like I've listened to them enough. I know the tone these characters would say it in. I can hear the tone they'd say it in. And now I can take that and apply it to these new words that they haven't said in canon, but I can hear how they would say them because I have enough familiarity. Does that make sense?
Yes. No, I love reading the comics of stuff after, or the manga after watching the show with the dub. Because I read all of Sasaki Miyano in their dub voices. All of them. It was in their dub voices.
Yeah, same.
I read the Over the Garden Wall comics.
I read Dungeon
in their
Meshi
voices.
in their voices.
See, now that one was interesting because I watched
Like,
it
I had Pro ZD in my
after,
head.
Right? That one was interesting because I watched it after. So I did not have that. But definitely if it has a voice, that is now the thing that I will read all of the media with it in. But that's what I mean when it's like
now.
People don't have inner dialogue. It's like yes, but it does turn off. Like
It's
I don't have to
fascinating
have
that
it.
some people don't have that.
Like yeah, but it's like so yes, when I read a book there is a voice in my head reading the book to me, right? I'm not just like absorbing words unless I'm trying to read fast. Then it is like I am absorbing words. And then like my everyday life, I'm not sitting there having an internal monologue constantly, but definitely it happens in the like, okay, I gotta do this and I gotta do that. Like, that'll happen in my head, you know, like whatever. Like, there is a voice in my head, but it is certainly not constant like some people have, like narrating my life or something. And it's like, this is supposedly...
You recognize the flea noises? Dang, I am
A New Trial
good.
is In Session Lyrics bonus track.
Ooh.
From AA Series Best Selection Apollo Justice.
Interesting. Well, it's not spoilers for me because I can't hear it.
I'm not listening to it in a level that would matter. But yeah, so I mean, you guys did hear it Thursday last week because we did play this, and I know for a fact I went, what the fuck? Why is it singing to me? I know for absolute fact I said some shit like that.
Oh, I have vivid memory of that.
You're right, Bass. You weren't there. I'm so sorry. Did you see my Grinch, though, Bass? I don't care about any of the other ones. I mean, okay, Husk also came out incredibly well.
Husk came out really good. So did Kai.
Yes, no, there was a lot of great ones, but I used to, if y'all remember the drawing Dylan's Fox character for his D&D playthrough that one time, if you guys remember that,
the dark days,
and how fucking much I struggled, we've improved. I will say, I do find short-snooted characters easier in general, still period, because they're still closer to like being a person. So like cats and like the Grinch is not having like a whole nose. I do think I would still struggle with canids, like I normally did. I should care about Apollo. I will care about Apollo when it comes, when it happens, in the new year. We're a week away.
Yeah, we're so close, you guys. Be patient. My goodness.
I still have to make the outfits.
Yes.
Oh, that's the other thing.
Pastry
or anybody else, but Pastry, would you be a dear and put on Apollo the clavier and the truces in couch as well? I know that Canadian Lucifer put clavier in like the streamed or something, but I don't want to have to look for it. What am I calling it? Oh, Apollo. Yes, yes please, Pastry, yes please. Those are our outfits that we will be. Oh,
I get a hat.
Snap, Bess. I mean, that's a good one. That's a good one for us to. That's a good one for us to.
We had feelings about the unnecessary feelings scene.
Well, we were shooketh
I'm proud
by how like officially gay it was. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right? It was like, oh my god, this is not just like.
This isn't just subtext anymore.
Yeah.
This is text.
This is text indeed. Thank you, Pastry.
Appreciate it.
I inhaled. Incorrect. All right, we're almost done. I'm almost done with the lines.
You could do it, Ori.
That'll have been a pretty productive stream then, I will say. Pretty productive day. I finished all the lines in one day.
Advanced day. Good night, Mason.
Good night,
Have a Merry
Mason.
Christmas.
I hope to get the.
I still have to wrap presents. Shit.
Yeah, me too. But that's tomorrow with my parents wrapping paper. We technically need to
Yeah,
buy
I'm
more
doing-
wrapping paper, but I haven't done that yet.
We technically need to too. I actually fucked up on my dad's birthday. His birthday comes earlier in the month. He's the first week of Christmas. And I'm searching the house because I literally got home from work that night and I'm like, I gotta wrap the presents. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Where's the paper? Where's the paper? And I go to the sewing room because that's where we keep all our wrapping paper. And I see something. I'm like, oh, it says happy on it. Oh, happy birthday. Perfect. Take it, wrap the gifts, and we're all set to go. We do the cake, we sing, I take out the presents. My dad takes one look at the wrapping paper. He goes, why'd you use the Christmas paper? I'm like, no, I didn't. It says happy birthday. He goes, it says happy holidays, Mars. I'm like, ah, shit.
Ah, dang it.
No.
Foiled.
It said happy. I assumed the rest was birthday.
You know what happens when you assume.
Yeah, Christmas did come earlier for him. Actually, that's the other funny part. So my mom and I bought my dad a brand new office chair with the lumbar support and everything. Ooh, merry birthday. Merry Birthmas, I guess.
Merry Birthmas.
So he got the new chair, and he did have to put it together himself, which is part of the story. He puts it together, holds up for about 2 weeks. About a week ago, I was sleeping in bed for whatever reason. I don't know if it was another sick day for me or I just decided to sleep in, whatever the heck it was. Maybe it was the weekend. All I hear one morning is a big, giant boom.
Uh-oh.
The chair broke,
Oh,
and my dad fell out of it.
Oh.
So
How was his lumbar,
we had to put
though?
it back together again. Oh, his lumbar was great until he landed on the lumbar support.
Uh,
Too much support. Too
Too
much
much
lumbar support in that case. But no, he was okay. He was okay. No, that wasn't a Misty fall. Oh gosh, her the other day. Jeez. I don't know what's going on with this cat. This cat is being a kooky little one. She tried to jump up onto the couch the other day, and she attempted. We didn't get enough power in those back legs, so we pulled ourselves halfway up the couch. We're hanging there, and then we just decide to mountain climb the rest of our way up the couch. So it's just her claws in the couch over and over, just dragging herself up and over the edge, hauling her furry butt up there. I'm just like,
she was determined.
okay.
She had a mission. She chose to accept it.
She's done that, but she's also had moments where she jumps on the couch and then she doesn't make it, so she falls off backwards and onto the floor and then pops up like, I meant to do that. No one saw that. I totally meant to do that. Oh, she is my little dumbass and I love her. Mountain climb the west of the way. How many lives does she have left? I don't know. That's a very good question. Question? Oh my god, I can't speak anymore. Question.
Oh, Mars fun indeed.
Oh, Mars needs to go to sleep, you guys. Very badly. I'm gonna make some tea after this.
Oh,
I'm all out.
Shit! Look at the guy that Metis! I got there! Damn! Wow, look at it!
Hey? Ooh! Oh, smash!
Smash.
Smash!
Smash.
And the sunglasses do stay on during Smash.
Both are good, though. Both are good.
Both are fabulous.
Thank you, Allie. And thank you, Pastry. Also, thank you, Allie, because Stan. I got there. I always want to say Mephis, like Mephisto or Mephistopheles. Okay.
You got it, Ori.
I did get there. Apollo's reference looked good. Trucy's reference seems fine.
I don't know how many lives Misty has left, Bass, but I do know she is officially
And
12 this year.
Oh shit. Clavier has too many
Her
rings.
adoption day.
Uh-oh.
Her adoption day actually passed.
Yeah, these look
Her
good,
adoption
pastry.
day was the
Thank
20th. We've had her for 5 years.
You have, Allie. Allie, people gonna be thirsting over
That's
Metis.
how you know you've made it as an artist.
They're also gonna be thirsting over Large Woman.
Scarlet.
No.
No?
Step on Me Mommy.
Oh.
Thea's the other one. Mara.
Not Thea.
Got
Mara.
there. Mara.
I can't wait to read about all these blorbos.
Right. Giant woman.
Okay, is Kai is objectively good. I feel
Yeah.
like he's a blorbo.
I think
do we want to
Kai
smash
has
the
to
blorbo?
Be a smash, yeah. Kai's a smash.
Kai is a smash. I think they're all smashes, honestly.
There has not been a miss. Now, I will say, I don't think Thea's smash, not because she's not cute and adorable, but she's not for me. You know? She's for somebody, but she's not for me. Scarlet, fuck
Ori has
yeah.
very specific
Mara,
standards.
fuck yeah. Metis, fuck yeah. Kai, fuck yeah.
Scrungly Wungly. That's a new one. I'm stealing that one.
Yeah. Kai fits in the exact niche of character that I love. And that is why I am marrying Dylan. Dylan's literally the exact character archetype that I enjoy. It's very insane.
It really is.
It's really crazy.
I mean, it's not insane, Bass.
Hell yeah, Bass. No, let's fucking
You're
go.
in the same camp as us.
Oh,
the
shit.
Kai Smashers. Oh shit, Rhodey's a smash too? He is cute.
Rhodey is cute.
Rhodey's a cutie.
I will say, I'm more here for Vince. Not personality-wise, but looks-wise, he gives Tumblr sexy.
Looks-wise, Vince really does.
Yeah. It's good shit.
We just gotta get rid of the yandere cannibalism thing. That's all.
Yeah. It's a little much.
I did read a couple fics after
Rhodey's
Deadplate
skyrocketed
just
up there.
because I was curious.
You read a couple of fics about what? I'm sorry?
About the Deadplate, the Rhodey and Vince ship, and I was like, okay, people recognize this is not healthy. Good.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people can recognize that. It's just like, all right then.
Not into his cooking, but Penguin, when he makes it just for you, even got your favorite ingredient.
Damn, Willow. That Sprite looks great.
Ooh,
I love this.
y'all are posting so much art tonight. I
This
love
is in
it.
Willow's server. Epic shit.
Am I in Willow's server?
I don't know.
I am. Oh, wow. But I have not been over here in a hot minute.
Oh, well, there is the wine bottle that we fucking
Ooh.
break. Canadian Lucifer. Oh. Vince does have a lot of vices, though, doesn't he?
Organically sourced snacks. I'm dying.
For me, you should have.
No, really, you shouldn't have.
Vince could have come out. Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Vince. He wouldn't have had to do all that. Could have just been loud and proud.
And yet we have Everett over here, sassy hand and all.
Mm-hmm.
Unabashed.
Oh, that boy's gay.
It's so funny. I think in the vast majority of our comics, if not literally all of them that Mars and I ever write, it will be like, my brain died. Hold on.
It's definitely gonna be queer coded.
It'll be queer coded, but in the extent where it's like
be queer coded.
Yeah, but in the extent where it's like, and in the universe, everybody just exists and it's fine, and we don't need to explicitly ever talk about it. We could just have vibes and be chill, you know?
Yeah. Who's the token straight in Outcast? Olus? Well, actually, no. That's all the parents.
Well, I mean, a number of them could easily be bi, pan, etc.
That's true. That's true.
Has to be Barnet.
Okay, I forgot about Barnet.
I can't see him being anything but way too fucking heterosexual. He don't got it in him.
Toxically heterosexual.
Like, he would say he's super straight. Right?
Yeah.
Like, that is the level we're at here. And in a way where it's like not Barnet. Repression, it is literally he's just a big asshole. Like, it's
That's
like,
why Everett is so repressed.
Yeah. So spaghetti gets wet. I literally, well, I can see a ship forming, like, from the fandom because we fucking ship Guard 1 and Everett over here. I don't see, I don't actually see it, you know? He is heterosexual derogatory, indeed.
I could see a toxic ship forming between Barnet and another character when we get to that point.
Who I would also honestly say that other character and his wife, I'm happy with them being they're just straight in like a loving, you know, we don't really get it, but we love you anyway kind of way, you know, like we don't understand all the vibes, but you're our kid, and there's nothing you could do to make you hate us, you know, right? Like, to make us hate you, ever, at all. It's literally all pressure you fucking put on yourself, you know, and we're sorry
Allie, don't you
that you
ever
feel that
stop
way.
making art of Kai and the other Blorbos.
Yes, never ever. Never,
Particularly
Ellie.
Scarlet, I need more Scarlet.
I won't say that. Scarlet's great, but Kai's my boy. And I know that Allie knows that because Allie has the lovely, amazing taste of being a Milano stan.
That's true.
So.
That's true.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I like the idea of the one character that has good actual parents and both parents having token straight parents. Pretty endearing, to be honest. You know, I feel like they're just cute that way. They love each other, you know, they're very in love. They maybe don't get it all, so maybe they like mess up a little bit because they're ignorant in not of their fault way. But they love them, and the kid does know that they will love them forever. Milano stan, exactly. Exactly.
I honestly love hearing that because that means, ooh, I portrayed the personality correctly.
Yes.
Yay!
I need to finish the fucking military dance meme. It's nearly done.
I'm waiting, dude.
I know. Honestly, the biggest part is because I have a little bit of ambition to do something, and I just don't have the time right now. It's not really a lot of work. Basically, there's like a thing in Clip Studio Paint where you can make something into a puppet. You can make a fully finished piece into a puppet. And then I watched this guy a long time ago use that feature in order to make a really, like, rudimentary animation where it's just a little animated, but it's not, like, hand-drawn. It just gives a little oomph to, like, a transition.
Okay.
So I basically just want, like, instead of it just he's already up, I literally want just, like, a little lead-in to the up on both of them. And that's it.
That's all that's needed.
And then I will admit that you ruined me with that most recent one you sent me. And now I have a Kabedon idea. You know which one. You know which one.
I don't actually. I sent you so much shit.
No. the military dance meme one. You sent me one.
Okay.
With the boy that has like cat ears or whatever, or dog ears or whatever, and he gives Ferrex vibes, but he's short. He gives Garo vibes, actually. You remember that one?
Ooh. I think I do.
Okay.
I think I do.
So now I'm like, but the leg Kabedon now with Ferrex, because that'd be so good.
So now I've made you want to do that.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It's all your fault. I blame Mars.
Poor Ori. But guys, this is why I exist, to give Ori so many ideas.
Too many ideas, one might say.
Oh, you love the ideas.
Hey, at least the sketches for Tally's 4 will be done soon, and that means I can start on the lines after that and force you to learn how to color Saiga. And by that I mean force me to learn how to color Saiga. Well, obviously the uniform's the same, but I don't know her exact skin and hair and eye color yet, so...
well, all in due time.
I'll have to do that eventually.
Yep. It shall happen.
It shall be done. All right. Amazing. Force thy color,
Force thy color.
I thankfully have a good idea. The main thing is how much gray hair will she have, exactly how dark her skin tone will be, and I have no idea what color her eye will be. I have no idea what color her eyes will be. Well, she is black. There's no question. It's just like, which black?
Yeah.
There's so many options.
There's a lot.
What undertones are we doing?
You know?
And like I said, hair, is she mostly not graying with the little strands, or is she pretty fucking gray? I don't know how I feel yet. I'll have to figure it out.
All in due time.
Well, with that being pretty much the end of stream, I will show the little sneak peek I promised. So remember, guys.
Oh, snap.
We are coming out with a podcast. The launch is a little ways away. We don't have a launch date exactly yet, but it'll be on the Folding Planets channel, because Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Just like my sneezing, she can't stop, she won't stop. And
I'm trying.
not hard enough. But we did a lot of work in the visual design of the stuff. God, there's so much fucking right worth in our chat these days.
There really is.
So right now, the concept kind of looks, whoops. Like these poses. So we have the talking versus the not talking. I guess I could.
We're chilling under a starlit sky.
See,
So damn
how
cute.
fun, how nice.
I love it so much.
And then we have some, so this is currently our working logo. Constellation. Because it's comics, and it sounds like
You
constellation.
would not believe how long it took
but it
us
also
to
sounds
come up with
station.
that name.
It was tough, it was hard.
It was rough.
It was difficult.
But we got there.
Difficult.
We got there.
We have some, yeah, ooh, the pun, indeed.
We love a good pun around here.
What does love mean? And then we have some Ori avatar design stuff. We have some prop design stuff. I really am happy with how the props are coming out. They're going to be really cute.
The props are hella adorable.
And then we'll actually, guys, as PNG tubers for this, we'll actually get expressions. So we were playing around with expressions, designs, and all this sort of stuff.
Because we get to react to the things
we
we're
actually get to
talking
have
about.
expressions.
I'm so excited.
And then we have, kind of kind of bass. The goal was, I guess, in my example, bubblegum pop space. That was what I pitched it as. And then we have the Mars concept. Oh, hair down Mars.
My hair is down.
What is this? What is this blasphemy?
Look
Her
at
hair is
that.
down.
My hair is out of the bun.
And then we have more Mars expressions now.
My ears go up and down. I love it. Oh, it's so cute. And my glasses look like my IRL glasses, which is even cooler.
I think that's everything I sent you. I did technically have other
That
prop
is
design
everything
that
you sent
I
me,
did,
I think.
but I didn't send it to Mars, so you guys will have to see that at a later time.
It's blasphemy, but it looks good. Guys, I'll be honest. This is closer to what my hair actually looks like.
Yes.
I got fluffy hair.
She requested a bun, though, originally, and now she's stuck with it, because we don't fucking change models here.
Because once upon a time, I put my hair up in a bun when I wrote. I don't do that so much anymore.
I'm glad, Allie. It's gonna be adorable. I'm really excited. It's really gonna be so fun. I'm really excited to have this. Basically, all the designs are nailed down except the colors. So the next... Excuse me.
Yeah, the color palette is the next step.
Well, we have a color palette. I just have to basically nail down exactly how it works with everything. But then the next step is basically making the models, the PNG tubers, and the background. And then and then once that is done, we're up and running. Like there's literally nothing. Like we're doing. We could go. We are going. Like
we are.
I'm gonna have the fucking things up. I want a little animation for the Constellation logo. And that's gonna be it. 6 seasons in a movie.
6 seasons in a movie.
Be way
Hopefully
more than 6
seasons.
It is basically going to be Mars and I yapping about shit for
it's gonna be us
an
geeking out
undetermined
over
amount of
things.
time. I don't know how long exactly yet we will record for. My plan is ideally, Mars, that we do like a non-spoilers at the first half and then like spoilers at the second half.
And then go into spoilers at the second half.
Yeah. So
I'm
that there
down for
is
that.
like
That's how I've seen people do it.
There is stuff for people to listen to if they don't want spoilers, but then there is stuff for like if they don't care or they just want to hear us yap or, you know, they've already read it, whatever. So very excited. There's a long list already of web comics that we want to do. I am very curious to hear.
This is also a way to get both of us to force each other to read and watch our things.
It is that too, and it's also a way to just make sure that the Folding Planets channel isn't just totally in obscurity unless the random stuff happens where I make an Outcast animatic. I really gotta get into the same mindset as animatics as I do with like the Paper Demon thing, where it's like I just gotta make it exist. People don't need it to look perfect or beautiful or great. It doesn't matter. You just need to make it happen. You just need to make it happen. That's what's gonna get people on the shit. You just need to make people like the shit. So
you just need more time.
It's more like I literally need to like force myself to do it with a timer. Like that Paper Demon one with the breakfast. I literally was like, it's 20 minutes for the sketch, 20 minutes for the lines, 20 minutes for the color, 20 minutes for the render, and then it was done. That was it. The end. Fucking ship it printed. I had to go. It was due. And so it's like, literally, I do have to do that. Like, I think, like, that's why I want you to make, like, the little mini comics, where it is literally like,
oh, hell yeah.
I just gotta do it.
Still gotta work on that.
Yeah. Again, there's too many things. 2026 first business meeting, we need to reevaluate a lot of shit. And that'll be fine. And make sure we're doing everything.
All in due time. Starting the year off strong.
Yep. But, yeah, thank you all for coming. Remember, no stream on Thursday because it is Christmas Day and we will not be available.
If you are celebrating, have a very
lovely Christmas. If you're not, I still hope you eat good food.
Enjoy the holiday.
Or do
have
something fun.
day.
Yes.
Spend it with friends. Spend it with family.
And we will see
Spend
you
it with
on
whoever
Friday,
you choose.
Boxing Day, for Turnabout Tier List. Okay?
Yes.
We will
and
be
hopefully
here.
finishing up Dead Plate as
And
well.
hopefully
so make
finishing
sure
the
you're
last
around for
2
that
endings
too.
of Dead Plate. It should be really quick, as long as Turnabout Tier List doesn't take 80 bajillion years like the first one did. It'd be nice.
I'm sure we've gotten better at that. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Not.
Dylan didn't realize the first one took 2 fucking streams. So let's not do that this time, guys.
Oh,
okay?
it took 2 streams?
It took 2 streams. So
what
let's
the
not do that.
fuck is wrong with us?
You and Dylan like to yap so much. So much. I hope that it goes the same way.
I apologize for nothing. You specifically want a podcast of me yapping.
Yeah, but that's a separate thing. That has no time limit. That has no games to get to. I do hope it will be like the Smasher Passes where we do... The first one was a lot of rambling, and the second one was very, very less. So, yeah, but that's... Well,
All right.
The longer
Lots
we
of
yap,
yelling, guys.
the farther to Apollo it is. So, all I'm saying. All right.
That's true.
And we'll see
See
you
a
then.
countdown to Apollo.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Happy holidays.